got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to just feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't want to talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats will tell lies, then they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yo. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
African Americans surround me. How many? 2. 2 plus 3 plus 7 equal altitude of trapezoid divided by equilateral triangle is a hypotenuse of 2x plus 7 equal integral. Okay, bye, Num. That's right, baby. I wear my band-aid down.
What's good? What's good? Pardon me, y'all. What's good with the fam on this good Thursday? We back to get boxing. It's JusDueBoxing. How's everybody feeling? Pardon the voice. I'm a little raspy, but we good. We in here. How y'all feeling? There? I already know if you catch this on the playback, smash the like button for your boy. Sub to the channel. Turn your notifications on. All that good stuff, man. Come rock out with your boy. How y'all feeling today, man? Hope everybody good. Back to build on some more boxing, man. What's good with the good people? Zoom verse, peace and blessings to my bro. How you feeling, bro? Chief Wildfire, what's good with it, man? Gotta check the narratives. You already know, Chief. Marquis, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Bobby, what's good with it, man? He said if they're giving us the fights we want to see, what's the problem? Miss me with that. If it ain't American involved, it ain't right. I think what the problem is right off the bat, you see that it's a question, right? Is Saudi Arabia good for boxing? So I got to do this because I know everybody else used to how everybody else do what they do. With me, it's a question and a discussion. Like for you, if you feel like, nah, it ain't a problem and it's good for boxing, that's why we here. I'm not here to form your opinion. I'm here to let you speak your piece. That's why I call this a boxing build. That's why I say we build. It's not me versus you and what you think. It's like, if you think that, I'm not going to shoot it down. You know, some people might feel like Saudi is a good thing. It's not all bad, right? But it's a fair question. It's an honest question because, you know, it's been a lot of discussion back and forth whether they're good for boxing or not. So we here to discuss it. Like if you You think it's good for boxing? Talk to me. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna shoot it down. I ain't gonna, chew you out because you feel like it's good. It's not a bad thing. That's the problem with boxing. See, people don't know how to have conversations. I say this all the time, but I do. You know what I'm saying? I understand people gonna see it different. So that's what we do over here. We build on it. But we're gonna get into it. Is Saudi good for boxing, man? I think it's, we gonna talk about it. We checking for the narratives. You already know Zoom. Marquis, what's good with it, my bro? Yeah, that like button is just do. What's good with it, man? Yeah, man. It's not so much if America not involved, it ain't right. That's not my train of thought anyway. So you ain't hear that from me. You get what I'm saying? We gonna talk about it though. Icon, what's good with it? All things in the building. Deep Free, what's good, family? Mike, my bro, good to see you in the building. Cash, crypto in the building. A lot going wrong in Saudi. The issue is they're taking away leverage from the ones who had already earned it, while other fighters thinking they should make the same amount as a dude that's on the A side. You get what I'm saying, Zoom? You got to talk about it. What's good, Cash? Kyle Sports in the building. JBT, what's good, Brody? My devil's advocate is my approach right. Michael White, what's good with it, Mike? How you feeling? Remo, what's good, Brody? Boxing in the desert gonna get me 10 versus day. I'm good with that. Only even at 10 a.m. Hello, what's good with it? Silverado Low in the building. My bad, y'all. But we gonna talk about it, man. Yeah, man. Look, it's a lot going on in boxing, man. And one of the hot topics, something that a lot of people are discussing, again, is Saudi Arabia now. I feel Bobby, he like, look, man, what's wrong? If they giving us the fights we want, what's the problem? Man, I don't see a problem. And I can't argue with that. Like, the goal is always to get the fights you want, right? But again, I'm thinking more of long term, not short term. You get what I'm saying? And short term, yeah, it look good because guys are allowed to make very lucrative paydays, and then on top of that, it's like we being able to get the fights we want. But I think long term is the picture that I'm looking at. And again, I'm a diehard, so I'm always thinking about the long term. Like, it looks good for right now. You're able to put together the Day of Reckoning card. You put a lot of heavyweights on the same card. You made it happen. Got people paid and all that good stuff, right? But I like Zoom is saying that. Salute to my boy KO. Like he was saying, I think when you do that, you kind of ask these corner. What's good, cuz? Pardon me if I missed you. What happens is, like you said, man, the leverage and stuff that you work for becomes non-existent, and now guys are able to make, I guess I want to say, inflated purses or way more than they typically would had the fight been made over here. You get what I'm saying? So in a way, it's kind of, it's always good to see people be able to make their money, right? It's always good for us to be able to get the fights. But again, man, people work hard establishing themselves and building up, their resumes and their, their reputations a certain way, right? So I think, that got to be considered when depending. You get what I'm saying? I think the grand scheme of things, you got to consider it, man. Like long term, I just don't know, because I think I could see it causing fighters to feel entitled and feel like they deserve this. And again, you go over there to Saudi and make a bag. Now you come back over here in the States, and now you expecting to make the same kind of money. Now you find yourself in situations where you potentially pricing yourself out of fights and different things like that. So it's always pros and cons to something. I'm just not here to like shit on Saudi at all. Like that, you get what I'm saying? I think their intent, it seems good. You get what I'm saying? But at the same token, you got to think what prompted this guy to start sticking his hand in boxing. You get what I'm saying? And what I read is, man, I got to pull this article up, man, because it spoke about why he even tried his hand. His excellency, as they call him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's a mixed bag at the end of the day for me. You know what I'm saying? I see the good that it could do, but I also see the long term. I don't think it's sustainable long term. You get what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I could be wrong as hell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, salute to Remo, man. Salute to you, man. My God, see that logo. You are in a, you said long term going to be a RICO case and the inability to match fight purses in the USA. You get what I'm saying, Remo? And I'm just trying to look at the full picture. You get what I'm saying? I'm not knocking it. I'm not against them trying their hand in boxing and, you know, being the reason that we're able to get certain fights. Or fights that, you know, and like L Dub had mentioned yesterday, you know, if it wasn't for these promoters and different things like that in the States, we wouldn't have to worry about other people trying their hand in boxing and trying to make the fights that we should have been had to some degree. You get what I'm saying? So it's crazy when you think about it like that. So it's not all bad. But again, is it sustainable is the real question for me. And how long could they, you know, go on like that? You know, just paying guys, you know, like I said, inflated purses for their entertainment. You get what I'm saying? I got a little small clip from the guy when he was being interviewed talking about it. I'm gonna play that for y'all. Flawless Mentality, Dr. Mark, how you feeling, OG? Good to see you in the building, my brother. What's good with you? Yeah, man, like I said, bro, I just be wanting people, when you come here, know it's a conversation, man. I'm not trying to tell you how to think or what to think. I want to hear what the different people think. That's how you do this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know different people gonna feel different ways about it. So for me, it's good for the sport. We have a lot of fighters pricing themselves out. The money isn't an issue, but I think the risk that you run, Chief, is now, right? Now that they go over there and they get a taste of that money and they probably being paid their highest paydays, you get what I'm saying? Because it seems like these people are not really focused on making a return on their investment. It seems like they just want to put on fights for their entertainment, right? And like I said, short term, it looked good, but what if that causes people to, you know, be entitled? Now you got guys, like I said, coming back thinking they worth more than what they are and not being realistic when they come to the table. That's something that I have a concern for, because you see it already. You see it now, and I'm glad we talk about this, because, you know, this kind of brings me into some of what we're going to talk about. You get what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia has been all over the place lately, man. Ryan Garcia has been all over the place, bro. And speaking of priced out, and peep this, Chief, they saying, or not they, I don't have to say they, according to Oscar De La Hoya, you know, he was all asked by Marcos Villegas from Fight Hub, you know, what happened to the Rolly fight. You know, Oscar De La Hoya said he priced himself out. So you see it already. It already happened. We see it exist now. So it's like, think about a guy that's pricing himself out, right? Let's use Rolly for example, right? Let's say he priced himself out for this fight, but he gets an opportunity for that same fight or another fight, maybe a lesser guy, but for more money. You get what I'm saying? It just, I don't see how that, you know, fixes the problem with guys already feeling entitled and searching for their biggest bag, whether they deserve it or not. You get what I'm saying? And for him to price himself out and the Ryan Garcia fight is foolish, because it's like you pretty much ruined the opportunity to make you know, I ain't gonna say your biggest bag, but I'll say it'll probably be one of your biggest outside of the Tank Davis payday. So again, you see it already. Priced itself out here. And then you figure they come in, they step in, and now they come, you know what I mean, make him an offer and get him paid. You get what I'm saying? Now it's like he'll never got to come back down to reality, because he's gonna be thinking it's an opportunity for him to make more money than what he actually earned. You know what I'm saying? What he's worth. So I mean, it's a number of different ways to look at it. Mike Rhyme in the building. What's good with it, bro? Lonnie Lee in the building. Salute to you, bro. How you feeling? It's only Elite Stars. They picking. Everyone can't go. Yeah, man. Yeah. Nah, I think you know, I think they picked some you know, some regular type, you know, and I ain't gonna say regular, but I think they picked some guys that ain't some huge stars and stuff like that. Jarrell Miller's, like, look at his past. Daniel Dubois. You get what I'm saying? They put some people up there that wasn't the biggest of stars, but I get what you're saying. It seemed like a focal point is the guys that people really want to see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you. He priced himself out as a champion. Ryan ain't never won shit. It's amazing, and that's why I take it with a grain of salt. It just happened so quick, and he just say something that you expect him to say, but you don't know, because of say Oscar being petty. Probably is, man. But at this point, He got what I guess Ryan would be his #1 earner. He got him running around looking crazy right now. He got him looking crazy. Cause problems for sure, but they're fights we want. It can't get made over it. Yeah, over ego yacht. We can't use turkey for. Yeah, I get, and that's with the Chief. That's why I tell you, it's a conversation with me, bro. It's totally different. Like, I'm not, it's my way, it's the way I think, or it's nothing. Nah, it ain't that. I hear you. Like, you're right. I'm right with you. I can see it fixing some stuff, but I can see the long-term issue as well. That's all I'm saying. And potential issue. Like, maybe they'll have it figured out, but I'm just not against guys trying to give us meaningful fights, right? But it pisses me off that it would take a situation like this for them to start thinking that, you know, it's time to really deliver, especially with, you know, Showtime out and Amazon Prime essentially in. They're going to have to deliver, man. They're going to have to deliver. They're going to have to really give us fights that we want to see. You know what I mean? Floyd got Ryan to cry. It appears that way. Look, I'll say this, right? I don't think it's crazy to believe that Floyd has some type of influence on a younger fighter coming up like a Ryan Garcia, any of these guys, right? But so I think you can factor that in and to possibly his decision to stop negotiating with Devin Haney. But then you also got to look at the fact that, like I said, I heard they mentioned the numbers, and when he realized how low the numbers was, he was like, man, you know, I could do this with Rolly or better with Rolly type deal. So although Floyd could have influenced him and encouraged the decision, ultimately Ryan has a past of doing things like this already, pulling out of negotiations and kind of leaving people hanging. So, you know, I fault him more than I do even Floyd Mayweather, even if Floyd did influence him, because, you know, it's your career. Like, that was a good fight for you. It would have looked good if you would have won. Even if you would have lost at Devin Haney, the fact that you was willing to challenge that man and you called him out, people that had a lot of respect for the fight, win, lose, or draw, is kind of like Tank. So I don't see how him raising his hand and then pulling out it's helpful to him. And then, you know, he was supposed to have went over to Rolly, and now you hear from Oscar De La Hoya, he says Rolly priced itself out. And now, you know what I mean? Then look, they moved on to, you know, they had moved. Where is this at, man? Hold on, not that. They had moved on to Jose Ramirez, man. He said something about Jose Ramirez and that fight being close. You know what I'm saying? I think Jose Ramirez would have been a good fight for Ryan, but again, it's a dangerous fight. So look, here we go. Oscar says, you know, Jose Ramirez is close to happening. And then here go Ryan Garcia. He said, no Ramirez. Sorry, that's just not going to happen right now. Let me make that clear. So, yeah, he wanted him to fight Jose. That's what I'm saying. He wanted Jose. But Ryan doubled. Soon as Oscar came out and said it was close to being made, here come Ryan Garcia, like, nah, there's no Ramirez. That's not happening right now. And that would have been a risky fight, man. That would have been a risky fight. So my thing is, where do he go from here? Like, you've had a hell of a, you know, you had a hell of a couple months. You get what I'm saying? You fought Oscar Duarte on the comeback. You know what I mean? You get your stoppage over him. You get what I'm saying? You do your thing there, and then you call out Devin Haney. It's looking good. It's looking like it's on the up and up. Then you pull out in negotiations. You go back to Rolly Romero. Then all of a sudden they say he priced himself out. Then Oscar De La Hoya moves to the next man in line. Jose Ramirez just recently signed with Golden Boy. So you figure that would have been an easy fight to make. And right soon as he said that, he shoots it down. So again, although it looked like it might have been Floyd that initially influenced him to not fight, Devin Haney, look how he's moving now. This is why I blame him more so than anybody else. You get what I'm saying? Nobody told him. Nobody told him. According to Oscar, Rolly priced himself out. But ain't nobody telling him to say no to Ramirez. That would have been a good fight. I don't think nobody would have knocked him for fighting Jose Ramirez. Boxing Learning was good, fam. How you feeling so confusing? What do you want, Ryan? That's what we here to talk about. You get what I'm saying? LaMarcus was good, family. So I do not believe Rolly priced himself out. To me, Cuzzo is just too fast. It's just too fast. It's too convenient. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's too convenient, bro. Like I just don't know. These dudes, like Jay was saying earlier, man, they looking mighty foolish right now, bro. They look foolish. They look lost. They don't look like they know what their next move is for them. And it's unfortunate because this dude was in position to really build off that win. And although we know he beat up a 35-pounder, he still would have been in a position to do something. You get what I'm saying? I think Ryan will get a big pay-per-view versus any name that makes money because he's found a way to protect and pay-per-view return from Oscar. So Oscar won't get out of his way to make those fights. Yeah, he won't go out his way. He definitely won't. It's like they not on the same page, and it seemed like he just need to go. You know what I mean? Ryan has a chance against Ramirez, but he's looking to make some bread pay-per-view, right? So I just don't, you get what I'm saying? I don't know where he goes. You get what I'm saying? I don't. You know what I mean? I don't. If Fool's buying his role, he did not price himself out. You get what I'm saying? Why would he? You get what why would you price yourself out of a fight that's going to be probably your most lucrative fight, your second most lucrative fight to date outside of Tank Davis? You get what I'm saying? I think him and Ryan could have got paid. It's weird, man. Personal dispute between Ryan and Oscar is the reason why these fights aren't being made. I think so too, Mike. I think what we seeing play out is two people that's not on the same page, and as a result, we seeing it play out in real time in front of us. Nobody's on the same page. They all over the place. Dude going from raising his hand to Haney to Rowley, you know, to Ramirez, and they all knows. Like I don't know. I don't know what this dude doing right now. I really don't. But I agree, man. That personal back and forth, their relationship is starting to spill into the business, and that's what you don't want. That's why they say never mix, you know, business and pleasure. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like y'all being cool. Y'all was cool at one point. Now y'all not. Now y'all can't get on the same page to save y'all life. You know what I mean? Every time, you know, it seemed like, you know, Oscar De La Hoya got something planned for him. You got Ryan Garcia putting up resistance. It seemed like a guy that really just don't want to be there. Floyd got Rolly Tank. For facts, he did. Ace, what's good, family? How you feeling? Don, what it do, fam? Good to see you in the building. Right, running around like a fire drill. That like, they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? They running around everywhere like chicken with their head cut off. And you know, Ryan, man, I don't know, man. He was in position to really try to make it look like something, but I just don't know what to make from all these recent moves and him just not accepting none of these fights, man. It's weird. It's weird. Like, think about how many names he just went through 3 people, and now I'm hearing that Pitbull might be in the mix again. So it's messy, man. I don't know what's going on with Ryan Garcia, but he better get it together, man. Oscar on this one, he trying to get Ryan beat up and crash out. hey Don, I ain't gonna lie. When I heard Jose Ramirez like that fast, and just think about it too, y'all. Look how fast things fall apart. Like as soon as they bring it up, it's over with. He just went from saying it was close to being made, and Ryan completely shot it down. So how the hell was it close to being made? I don't understand. How was it almost on the way if Ryan is putting up this kind of resistance, man? And that would have been a very tough fight for him. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Jose Ramirez would have messed around and beat him. I ain't even gonna hold you. I think he would have. Oscar don't want to see Ryan win. Toxic team. I'm telling you, cause it kind of looked like because their relationship is at odds and they can't see eye to eye. And it seemed like, you know, Ryan is on his last leg at Golden Boy. It seemed like he on his way out of there. And for that reason, man, it seemed like he wanted to almost get him beat. You get what I'm saying? Seemed like he almost wanted to get him beat out the door. Like, yo, if you ain't staying with me, then, hey, I'm going to go in here and get you dusted off. And just think about it. He just recently signed Jose Ramirez. So he don't lose out either way. They both his fighters. You get what I'm saying? Jose Ramirez is still marketable, right? He only got 1 loss. He's a pretty damn good fighter. So I think in Oscar mind, he win either way. You know what I'm saying? It's probably a cherry on top if he get Ryan beat on the way out. I'm telling you, if in fact he is on his way out, because that's what it looked like. Again, they've been at odds for a minute. I think at some point it's gonna boil over, and it's already boiling over to a certain degree, whereas they can't get on the same page when it's time for him to get another opponent. Like, think about it when when he selected Oscar Duarte, he didn't include Oscar De La Hoya. Didn't he say him and Derek James, you know, seeked out, you know what I mean, Oscar Duarte? So again, man, I just think this could continue to get worse for him if he don't take control of his career, man, and stop playing. Yeah, he gotta do something, Don. He better get out that contract because it ain't looking good for him. It don't look good for him. Oscar trying to pull the old Bob. That top rank is tradition. I'm trying to tell you, black belt was good with it. Ryan with it. Stop Ramirez. Foot speed is non-existent. He does not have the power. Ryan is getting better coaching. I feel you, black belt. I think Ramirez would have been an extremely tough fight for him, though. I think because of the styles and the pressure that he brings. And I gotta look. Jose Ramirez might have a longer reach too. Let me see. It would have been a good fight for sure, man. Like, I feel you. Listen, it would have been a competitive fight. It's a good matchup, man. You know, but Jose Ramirez got the experience fighting at a higher level. You know what I mean? He was a unified champion at one point. You get what I'm saying? Dude, nice. He 28-1, 18 KOs, man. You know he only lost to Josh Taylor, unanimous decision in that one. Other than that, he been kicking ass, man. Yeah, and he got the height that's comparable to Ryan. He 5'10" as well, but he got a longer reach. He got a 72-inch reach. And I'm telling you, the dude with his combination, his pressure, he got good punching power. He bring good pressure, and he throw a lot of punches. That's a real challenge for Ryan. Ryan had to catch him one of them check hooks or something, catch him coming in. Because if he allowed Jose Ramirez to get in the inside, he could make the fight very tough for him. I'm telling you, he had to keep Jose Ramirez on the outside. Yeah, facts, Chief. This is MO, bro. Pulling out of fights, pulling out of negotiations, just not looking sure of himself. I don't know what he want to do, man. Said Oscar trying to do Ryan like Diddy did Bad Boy Artist. I'm telling you, take that. Hey, try to get him slept, man. Frontline, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? Yeah, but that's definitely his MO, man. Oscar's trying to set him up. I'm telling you, it just be seeming like that. Like it's a dirty game. It's a dirty business, man. On the way out, like if you on the way out, it seems like a promoter be trying to get you beat. You know what I mean? Trying to get your ass beat out there, bro. Okay, calls in the building. What's good, bro? How you feeling? And it's gonna be tough. Thrill Hill, what's good with it, bro? Ramirez comes forward for 12 rounds and sacrifices defense. Ryan only needs that one good shot, but he wants bread. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Listen, he definitely got an opportunity, Chief. It ain't no foregone conclusion that Jose Ramirez just gets right up in there and beats him easy or nothing, right? Ryan Garcia got some real speed, athletic, right? He got some talent for sure, and I do believe he has the ability to be able to improve under Derek James. So look, I think it'd be a good fight, but I'm telling you, I think it'd be a risky one. Like it's a reason that he like this ain't happening right now. Like he ain't fighting that dude. I don't think he ready for that challenge, man. Realistically, like I'm thinking of the experience of Jose Ramirez mixed in with the style and that pressure that he brings, being a two-handed fighter, having power in both hands. Like he could be real problematic for a guy like Ryan Garcia for sure. You know what I mean? So I mean that's where we at with it, bro. Talking about he ain't fighting no Jose, and that's what it is, man. But I just don't know where he go. And again, I was doing some reading, and I'm hearing that possibly Pitbull Cruz is back in the mix. I mean, Pitbull Cruz might be back in the mix as a possible opponent. And remember, he was more recently calling Ryan out, and he was telling, like Floyd not to get in the way of them trying to make a fight because they both ready. You know what I mean? Ramirez versus Pedraza fight. Pedraza should have won that fight. Yeah, that wasn't one of his best ones, I'll tell you that for sure, black belt. Yeah, he got that stamina to really push the pace in there, yo. 12 rounds, man. He tough in there. Judah Ben, what's good, my bro? How you feeling? Good to see you in the bed. It's tough, so. And they saying his promoter, which is Oscar De La Hoya, hints at a possible, opponent, April opponent for Ryan. So, again, maybe that's Pitbull. say you would love to see Ryan versus Little Red Nose, who Pitbull Cruz. I mean, I would love to see it too. Look, he want to fight. He want to fight. He want that smoke with King Ryan. That's what he said, man. That's what the man said. Pitbull Cruz want it, man. Look,
Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Gusto en saludarlos. La intención de grabar este video es para aclarar que para mi próximo enfrentamiento, para el mes de abril, me gustaría enfrentar a Ryan Garcia. Recalcar que tanto Ryan como yo queremos la pelea. Nuestros managers están de acuerdo, nuestros promotores también están de acuerdo, las promotoras de ambos están de acuerdo. También están todos de acuerdo que se lleve esta gran pelea. La única razón para que no se dé esta pelea, que no se cierren las negociaciones, se debe gracias a Lupe Valencia, que no está de acuerdo para que se lleve a cabo. Tanto Ryan como yo estamos listos y estamos enfocados para la pelea. La razón por la que Guadalupe Valencia no quiere esta pelea es porque no tiene la confianza en su peleador y está buscando una pelea fácil como las que siempre le han puesto a él. Yo estoy aquí para darle problemas a su carrera y demostrarles que Isaac el Pitbull Cruz está más que listo que él y ganarle arriba del ring. Gracias.
And so, and that was Pitbull Cruz right there, man. Pitbull Cruz said, look, man, he ready and he willing. He said the only thing stopping it is, you know, the guy name he mentioned in there, Valencia or something like that. He basically wants smoke with Ryan. He said he trying to find a way to get easy fights the way they've been giving him, you know, the same type of fights they've been giving him. So look, and like I said, with me just reading this article from today, you get what I'm saying? Notice he said in that little clip in April. That's what he ready for April. And then this, you know, this article I read, they also say, you know, a possible April opponent. So, and they quoted Pitbull in here as the possible opponent. So look, I said this before, 140 was not a division that he could come to if he wasn't serious, man, because you got a lot of smoke there. Although Pitbull Cruz ain't been higher than 135, I don't think 140 would be a hard transition for him. I don't think it'd be something that he couldn't do. You get what I'm saying? He said the nicest call out ever. Jose Diaz in the building was good with it, bro. So you think it's possible, Oscar? Just don't want Rolly fight. It made it not work, so no Floyd. Hey, man, it could have been, because you get what I'm saying? Could have been a little back and forth, right? He feels like that he stopped the Ryan and Haney fight. And then, you know, Rolly is their fighter, so he could have, you know what I mean? He throw that little quick information out there, say he priced himself out. Nah, it's possible. It's possible, but then, you know what I mean? He put him in there without what I would believe a more dangerous opponent in Jose Ramirez. So it's tricky. It's almost like he want him to get beat. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like he want him to get beat. I see you, Kyle Sports, man. I see the logo. I see you. So that's how I look at that, right? I think it is a possibility, bro. Like I said, boxing is a business and it's a dirty game. And if I think you and the promoter is you know, at odds and you clearly looking like you on your last leg and you on your way out, what you know, he don't got nothing to lose with you getting your ass beat on the way out. And again, I just find it very convenient that a guy that he just paired him up with immediately, like think about, I just want y'all to understand something. There was no official announcement about him fighting Jose Ramirez, but then he released a statement saying that it's almost done and it's on, you know, it's on the way. It's very close to being finalized. So they went from no announcement at all to this fight being close to being finalized. So that to me tells me intent. He trying to get him in there with somebody, man. It could be trying to get him beat. They seem like they don't like each other, bro. On all things real, with, you know, all narratives aside, I hear he don't like Oscar De La Hoya. I hear he don't like him in real life, like in real life, not just boxing, in the boxing world. Like he don't like this guy. So, you know what I mean? The feeling's probably mutual, but Ryan, you know, Oscar still got to save face because he a promoter. I mean, Ramirez ain't been dangerous since before he fought Taylor. They can still be dangerous for a guy like Ryan, though, I do. Because of that lack of experience, man, I think it could cause him. Go good, what it do, family? Sir, they don't care about their fighters. That's what it seemed like. He's back to back. He definitely pulled a play. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That's who Ryan signed with. It's tricky. That's what I'm saying. So it's like if you with him, he with you. But if you not, then you know it's sink or swim. That's what it seemed like with Oscar. So that's the first thing I thought too. I'm telling you, it looked crazy. Look, it went from just look how fast things are moving. Like you know, I would suspect fights take a little bit of time to get put together. Like they just went from person to person to person to person so fast. You get what I'm saying? And it was no announcement. Like that's odd. Like think about it. We knew about Oscar Duarte before they made the fight, right? It didn't just pop up. Like with this, you know, Jose Ramirez joint, it just kind of came out of nowhere. And you know, like I said, Jose Ramirez just signed to Golden Boy. So Oscar making for sure. Just think about it. Haney is not his fighter. You get what I'm saying? Rolly is not his fighter. You get what I'm saying? But Jose Ramirez is, and that's his newest signee. And like I said, I'm pretty sure he believe in him. That was a former unified champion, man. You get what I'm saying? It's great for big time matches. You talking about Saudi the Rise podcast? What's good with the scene? How you feeling, bro? Good to see you in the building. Morrell and Billy is coming. It's not saying yet though. Yeah, man. I mean, somebody got to fight those two dudes. You get what I'm saying? I know and Billy's still building himself. Obviously, David Morrell is, but man, I need to see some shake between 168, man. They're going to have to do something. But yeah, man, back to Ryan, man. Like I said, it's unfortunate because the dude is talented, right? He is talented. He got a good trainer in Derrick James. He in a better position than most. You get what I'm saying? So I just would like to know what he want to do and stop you know, wasting people time. Like he really back to his old tricks, man. He went from the Golden Boy to the Golden Duck. It's looking like because he ain't accepting fights with nobody of any merit. And again, you know, although that Oscar Duarte win was cool, it was solid, but at the end of the day, you need more than that. That was a 35-pounder, bro. You at 140. I really want to see you fight these 40-pounders. And make no mistake about it, Jose Ramirez would have been a good challenge for you. I think Rolly could have been a good test for you. You get what I'm saying? Of course, Devin Haney, I don't think you would have won that fight, but Macho was good with it, bro. That Ryan is always going to be Ryan. It's what it seemed like, bro. It just, he on diva time. I don't know what it is. He said, F it, Ryan, fight AB, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get in there with AB. Get in there with AB. That'll be a good push for you. You know what I'm saying? Saudi is good for fighters who can't make money and need a payday. And you know, I'm with that black belt. I feel like they're good, but it seems like guys that can't get the paydays here, they're gonna seek, they're gonna look to, you know, have fights there and where you can get inflated paydays, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't see the sustainability in that. You know what I'm saying? Long term. Saying Billy in for a long night with Morrell. Yeah, I don't think he beats Morrell. I think Morrell beats him. He load up too much for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody like that beating David Morrell. Somebody that's loading up on so many shots like that. I don't see how messed up the WBA play. He sure did, getting chin checked like that. I mean, because now nobody really want to deal with Barroso. Billy give Morrell a good scrap. Yeah, I believe he can give him a good scrap. I lean towards Morrell. I just see the more of a ceiling with Morrell. And Billy is a dog, though. He's tough as nails, man. He's tough as they come. Proposing they not been saying eye to eye even before the Tank fight out. Though he also had the same problem with Canelo. True indeed. And you see how that worked out, Macho. The first chance Canelo got up out of there, became his own man, and it been up for him ever since. You know what I'm saying? Saudis are calling the Cuban fighters. How can you say no to the money that they pay? Yeah, that money is going to entice a lot of people to want to do business with them, I believe, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking nobody for it. You know, go get your money. But I just hope long term it don't ruin things, man. Like, I hope it's sustainable. You know what I'm saying? Morrell's like a 168 Matias. Dangerous with more skill. I'm telling you, he dangerous. With Cash Billy is head running right into that. Yeah, I'm telling you, Morrell is nice, man. I do. Morrell's Hannibal Lecter. Billy wide open for counters. Yeah, I think too much loading up, bro. Way too much loading up for me. I just don't think Morrell will fall for that. I think that'd be troublesome for him. You know what I'm saying? You would have to put together a better game plan. I think you're very hittable, and if you able to hit like that, Morrell gonna get to your chin, bro. Make no mistake about it. Morrell gonna touch that chin. He gonna touch your chin for sure. I built up their fan base and get good payday. Should never fight in Saudi because you alienate the people who put them in position. You get what I'm saying, black belt? And you essentially to some degree, black belt, forfeit your leverage. You forfeit your leverage that you built. You get what I'm saying? You know, where you at. So it becomes tricky. That's why I say for some people that might be a recipe to go get a bag, but for others that put themselves in position where you have the leverage, you essentially give that up going over there. You know what I'm saying? So that's an issue for me. That's why I say it like that. You get what I'm saying? Again, you don't want to alienate the people that put you in position. You figure, and when you give these people helped you get to the position you into, you would think when you deliver a fight of that magnitude, and we assuming any fight going on over there would be a very big fight, right? You assume you would deliver that fight to the people where they pay for your fights at. You get what I'm saying? The average something was good with it, bro. How you feeling, Ryan? Acting like a diva. Can't lie. I mean, that's what it's seeming like, man. It's just seeming like he's unsure of himself, right? I'm trying to walk that line very, not trying to shit on him in no way, shape, or form. I just think this not a good look for them as a whole. And I think the fact that they ain't been getting along is starting to bleed into the business side of things. And I think it's been for a while. It's, like I said, since that Tank fight. Now, I mean, things been rocky with them and they ain't found a way to smooth it out yet. So, I mean, it don't look like they trying to either. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It's just unfortunate because Ryan is young. He got some talent, man. He got a lot of career ahead of him if he take it serious, man. I think he need to go grab his career by the horns, man, and take control of things. I mean, start making these fights because right now you already back doing what you was doing years ago, calling people out, not fighting them, pulling out of negotiations, changing opponents, saying you fighting this one and you're not fighting that one, then you go from that one to another guy. Like you just was going through this. Like I want to see some growth from you. You know what I'm saying? I root for Ryan Garcia. A good fighter, good young fighter, man. Good young fighter with some talent, man, that could go a lot further if he take it a lot more serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to. We're not listening. Be hot pride against Al Hammond Fulham. I don't know. Just man. At the end of the day, them dudes gonna work together. It's always gonna be these type of situations too. Benzo was good with it, fam. How you feeling? Yeah, man, they gotta get on the same page because again, if you don't, Ryan is the one that get hurt the most from this situation. You get what I'm saying? He got the most to lose because his career that's at stake. You know what I mean? So if you're not gonna fight who you say you're gonna fight, then I don't know where you go. You get what I'm saying? I just don't know where you go from here. I'm a part of Haney asking Tank to fight in Saudi. That PVC just linked with Amazon. I'm 100% sure. Not going to be any PVC fighters not fighting on their platform. Right. And I just don't see why they would send they cash cow over there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just don't see it. And I know people licking their chops, with this this guy trying his hand in boxing, man. Like I said, he did an interview and he was talking about what he wanted out of boxing and things like that, man. I mean, where this clip at? Let me play it real quick. It's short.
Big Americans, Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson.
I want him, and I send message now from you to Heyman. Let's do job, brother, but Haney, I want to see Haney in my country. And I send message from you now to him. I will try to do it in 24. And David, of course, we want him in my country.
Maybe them two against each other.
So, that was short and sweet. It's a longer interview, man. Y'all go check it out. It's on the Zone. But you see what he's saying. Like, a lot of people got excited with this, you know, with him saying that he want these dudes fighting in his country. And, you know, a lot of people feel like Tank's supposed to just say, oh, yeah, you know, up and jump and go to Saudi. Like, I just don't see it being that cut and dry, but we're going to see. We're going to find out. I just don't see no reason why they should send him over there where he essentially, like I said, forfeit his leverage. You know what I mean? That he's built and earned, you know what I mean, respectfully, by beating asses, putting asses in seats. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's tricky, man. So you look like the dude from next Friday sitting outside Brian beats Ramirez. It will earn his respect as an actual boxer because Ramirez is a legacy fight. Good for his resume. Can shut up the narrative of being a YouTube fighter. Yeah, man. That's why I say that's a respectable win. That's a great win for him. I just don't understand why he wouldn't want it. Maybe because the fight too dangerous right now for him. I don't know. Fate was good, bro. How you feeling? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see no reason to turn it down. So, and he was adamant. Like, it wasn't even a question in his mind. It wasn't no doubt in his mind that he didn't want that fight. He just said, nah, I ain't fighting this dude right now. He said, let me clear this up right now. Said, I ain't even gonna let y'all think that I'm about to fight him next. I don't know what Oscar talking about, but I ain't fighting him next. That's how he was on it, bro. People that got excited clearly know our business for. Like I said, Tank was a part of that Amazon deal for sure. For sure. And you would have to think, Black Belt, that plays a part, but people are not going to consider none of that. They're just going to, again, all logic and business logic and things like that go out the window when they think about certain fighters. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, he don't want no Ramirez. I don't know why either. He want the money, but I'm just like, where you going to get the money from? Like, I don't know. You turning down smoke. You turning away from smoke. You raising your hand for smoke and then saying you don't want it. It's not looking good for him. I don't even respect his win over Julio Cesar Chavez. Touching on my boy like that. Right. Yeah, he is confusing, man. I think at the end of the day, man, he got to take his career a lot more serious, bro. Got to, man. He got to be more sure of himself, man. Like, you got to. You get what I'm saying? Got to go in there and make these fights, man. Believe in yourself. You got a new trainer. You got a whole nother situation going on. You got to go out there and get it. And why I dislike Oscar so much. Doesn't want to capitulate to anything Oscar trying to do. That's what it seemed like, Black Belt. That's what it seemed like. He being stubborn as hell. He won't budge. It's like, whatever Oscar got planned for him, he don't want nothing to do with. And I can only see that getting worse. If, you know what I mean? I don't see it changing. Rolly and Dev outpriced themselves, supposedly. Right. That's what he said about Rolly. He said Rolly priced himself out. He told Marcos Villegas that Rolly priced himself out for the fight. But again, it just was so fast. Like, I just don't know how to feel about that. You get what I'm saying? And then he went from this to Ramirez almost being done. Like, that fast. Like, you went from him pricing himself out. It was Haney. First I want Haney, then it's no Haney, then it's back to Rolly after saying you didn't want Rolly initially. Now Rolly priced himself out. Then you go on to Ramirez. Now you tell them, no, you ain't fighting the dude. I don't know what's going on, man. These dudes ain't on the same page at all. I think he should just cut him loose, man. Let that man go somewhere else. As a promoter, but as a fighter, he fought. Yeah, for sure. He fought. Yeah, he ain't dug no smoke, Benzo. He was a damn good fighter. He was one of my favorite fighters to watch. Once upon a time, De La Hoya. Lying. Until he's priced himself out. Right. I think, to me, Zoom is starting to seem like that's the go-to statement when you want somebody to, you know what I mean, believe that that's the reason the fight ain't being made. You just say somebody priced themselves out. And people tend not to ask questions. I don't know, man. What the hell would Rolly be asking for, though? That's my thing. The hell would he be asking for? I mean, he is a champion, so why would the champion price himself out? That's weird. I just don't understand it. I really don't. I don't get it. Tiz ain't even having price to price himself out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that the same thing with Rolly? You know what I mean? Just don't know, man. You just never know. You just don't know what to believe when it's Ryan Garcia. You see Dev in the pool with Puffy. Yeah, I seen it. He said, man, I seen Judah. I was gonna cut Ryan loose. Yeah. He ain't gonna make it easy for him, black belt. He ain't. He gonna make him work. So you think Mayweather in his ear? I'll say this. I think he could have gave him some insight. I think he could have gave him some game. You know what I'm saying? I think he could have gave him some game. I think ultimately Ryan was gonna do what he was gonna do, regardless. I think whether or not he met up with Floyd and jogged with him and talked to him, I think he would have found a way out that Haney fight anyway. Why? I don't think it's that he's scared. I just don't think he really wanted it right now. And his actions show it. His actions show it. And again, you know, Rolly wouldn't have been a bad fight to make either. And then, you know, that don't happen. And then they go to Ramirez. Now that don't happen. So I don't know. Ryan is a mess. Get him out of here. Yeah, I don't know what to make of him, Mike. I don't, bro. I try to support the dude. I think he's a good fighter, but he just seems still like he got some learning to do, growing up to do, maturing to do. Or you know what? I want to put it all on him. Maybe it's just the fact that he ain't seeing eye to eye with Oscar, and he putting up resistance, man. He rebelling, you know what I'm saying, against the golden boy himself. You're gonna squeeze the cheese out of Ryan before he bounces. I'm telling you, Benzo, either that or you're gonna get him beat up on the way out. Get him chipped right on the way out. Get him beat up right on the way out. If he wanted more than offer, shouldn't be an issue. Fight should just move on to a fighter who wants to fight. Facts go good. That's solve it. You know what I'm saying? Tell Ryan stop making shit public for sure. Opulent LDTV blessings family. How you feeling? No offense. Why do we need to know about his baby mamas? Yeah, I don't know what that was. Yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it? It's the fighters. Yeah, sometimes go good. Sometimes the fighters get in their own way, bro. That's for sure. Fighters definitely be getting in their own way. And I think this is a case of that. I think Ryan had a number of different options and avenues. You get what I'm saying? From Haney to Rolly. Then you got Jose Ramirez. Now I'm hearing, like I said, in April, Pitbull Cruz again. So we just don't know. Maybe you look forward to that. Been accusing pricing himself out since the Tank fight. Yeah, that's what he be. But you know, I hear he got a strange situation, bro. I hear his pops be the one, you know, trying to milk the game, man. Be trying to get maximum paydays. I hear his pops got his hand in the pot. You know what I'm saying? That's why, man. And I think Ryan would be a lucrative payday for Pitbull because that's what he said. He said he won. He said he ready. He claimed Ryan is the one that's scary and don't really want it. He said he made a whole essay like them influences. I don't even know who his baby mama was. Me neither, bro. People be finding that stuff out. So man, I don't know. He probably got some things going on in his personal life too, man. He better get it together though, man. Ryan, you in a good position, bro. You in a good position, man. Don't get too complacent off that Tank payday, man. Get back to it, bro. You get what I'm saying? Really thinking it was some boxing or some mental. Yeah, I'm telling you, gotta be something bothering him. I think Floyd told Ryan was worth more than Oscar paying him. That's why he came back talking about his name should be first. He started crunching numbers, man. Floyd, he said, man, you know, Floyd told him about, man, you and Tank just sold the 1.2 paper, 1.2 million. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all doing the biggest numbers. Y'all doing the highest gate. You know how Floyd be coming. You know how Floyd be coming, bro. Kello, what's good, Brody? How you feeling? He said Pitbull going to 140, shorter than Tank. Y'all send his ass up there, Kello. Since he talking about he won it. Get your ass up there, Pitbull. See what you think about McGee Ryder. I think it's gonna be a good scrap. I think it's gonna be a good scrap. Ryder said he want a fair shake. He said he don't want to have to rely on having to knock out Munguia to get a fair shake on the scorecards. He said because that could cloud his judgment. So I lean towards Munguia pulling it off, man. I think Munguia's career has been strategically crafted. Like the matchmakers match him up very carefully, man. I believe. You know what I mean? Like they don't give him the path of the most resistance. It seems to be the path of the least resistance a lot of times when it's Munguia. But I expect him to beat John Ryder. You know what I'm saying? Will he knock him out is the question, right? Because he went 12 with Canelo. So that's the question. Will he be able to look better than Canelo did, or will John Ryder expose him similar to how Derevyanchenko was able to do? I mean, I'm lucky to be in the conversation. And I'm telling you, he could turn that luck into real, like, you know what I mean, and earn it. You get what I'm saying? Because he's still in position. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Go good. He's in a very good position, yo. He is. Just that situation is messy. It is, Mike. It's unfortunate because you got somebody's career at stake and you don't get no do-overs. And you know how boxing could take a toll on you. The good thing for him is he's been able to make the money. But again, I've always said I think that plays a major factor in his approach to the game. I just don't think he is hungry as everybody else is, right? You get what I'm saying? I just don't think he is hungry as everybody else is. And he could change my opinion on that by just moving a little bit different. I just still see him moving like he did a few years ago. And I'm looking for growth, and I don't really see that much of it. Deep for the win in the building. Was good, bro. Ryder, another KO victim. I'm telling you. He might not KO him, but I think he might put them pieces on him, though, for sure. He put them pieces on him. I think he survived Canelo. Let's see if he if he got the wherewithal to survive Munguia. He's taking a lot of punishment. Facts. And it's crazy because he's took the, not the toughest path to where he's at. Like Kello, I read an article where they said their goal was to get him to like 40-something and 0 and then test him. You get what I'm saying? So I still don't see him being tested the way he should be. You know what I mean? Joe, was good what he said. Bill Haney been all over YouTube today, has he? Salute to Trill Billion, man. Young Billion, man. Salute to him. It's easy to see who went Hollywood and capping more than they scrapping. I like that. Capping more than they scrapping. Ryder might pull it off. I think he got a real shot at Kello because, he did survive Canelo. He can give you a tough fight. Munguia has gotten touched up in some fights. He did allow Derevyanchenko to have a ton of success against him and hurt him. It got shaky for him in there until he turned it on, though. That's the thing about Munguia. You let him go through the good gears on you, he'll kick up on you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of because friends. You look back 5 years, I'm 35 and 10 hasn't fought any of those top names when we step up the opposition. Nah, listen, it's fair, right? I just think, that conversation, bro, and it's tricky, right? Because people would swear that, like, you trying to make, take up for him or whatever the case. I just think you really got to consider, and I heard somebody speaking on the other day, a fighter, and saying how when you in that top 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, like it becomes more business than entertainment. You get what I'm saying? And I think people truly have to consider that when you are a money maker to that degree. I would suspect that when it's time for your fights to be made, you got a lot of determining factors, right? Because it's people that's really trying to get paid. It's a lot of people that's going to eat when you fight. You get what I'm saying? And it's an event. So and that's something Bole was good with it, bro. The bigger opposition, the younger. Bigger opposition, younger opposition. Oh yeah, 10. Yeah, he did. He has, yo. He has. And I understood how he was asking his own frequent flyer. My bro, what's good with it? Teal and T saw each other in person. They look like friends. They probably are. You know what I mean? They probably are. Roman Shakur, Haney, Teal. We fight some of them at 140. Time will tell. You get what I'm saying? But I think we just have to wait and see for the most part. I think as long as he handles the division that he's in and you fight the top guys that are there, that's all I can ask for. You get what I'm saying? Fight the top guys in whatever division you in. I think that's fair. Time will tell. Like I say this all the time, people feel like they're mind readers when it comes to his career. I can't predict what he will and won't do because I just don't see none of these dudes being scared of each other. None of them. So I just think it's really a matter of business and timing. You get what I'm saying? And I know people hate that, but you just got to look at history. You get what I'm saying? Some of these fights, sometimes they 1, 2, 3, but oftentimes you get a lot of ego and pride, and I think that stagnate the process. Or I think simply put, people they build up the anticipation, and just when you think you ain't getting a fight, boom. You get what I'm saying? And I hope this one ain't gonna get milked too much, and I hope it gets made at the end of the day. Any of those top fights, matter of fact. So we just say time reveals all things, bro. But I said this before, and I'll say it again. I think it's a lot to consider when it's time to make a fight that's considered more of an event when it's time, right? It's a lot of people that's gonna get paid, man. It's a lot of people that's gonna get paid, and I think it's for that reason. It's a lot of contributing factors that can stall a fight for one reason or another. You know what I'm saying? People got their hands in the pot, and like I said, I was listening to a conversation, and I'm hearing this directly from a boxer that has personal experience, and he was giving the game, and I got to call him behind the scenes, and he had a lot of game and insight to give, and he was saying, like, when you in that upper echelon, that top, 5, 4, 3, you get what I'm saying? It becomes more of a business than anything, and like I said, it's a lot of people that got their hands in when it's time to make them fights. That's why I think fights gonna be getting made, as opposed to guys just being scared of each other. But you get what I'm saying? I'm a student of this shit, so the more insight and game I'm able to get, the more I love it. So, like I said, that dude just, salute the bro. He was dropping some knowledge last night on the panel. So I like to hear it, because and he ain't got no dog in the race. He just strategic, strictly telling you about, the business of boxing and how it go. And he would know. He got, personal experiences with it. So it's crazy. So Tank put a hand on Sean Porter. Right. That's what he said. Tank said, so I'll beat his ass in the gym. Man, I thought I had it in here. That was funny. Yeah, that's pretty much what he said. He done put some fisticuffs on Sean. Put hands on Sean Porter, bro. And Shakur have only one fight. Like, yeah, he said he got one left on the contract, bro. One left. And that's why I think, and see, considering that black belt, I think that's why another reason why he was considering a Navarrete. He knew they was already kind of planning that anyway. And then it's a guy that's on the same side. You get what I'm saying? Same promotional company. It should be easy to make the fight. You get what I'm saying? And you figure you're not going to send him across the street, so to speak, right? In his last fight on the contract. You're not going to do that. So what you going to more than likely do? An in-house fight. And that's what that would be. So that's why I wasn't against the fight being made. And he said something about, somebody asked him about Morrell too. And he was on Twitch. Salute to Shakur. He was on Twitch, and they asked him about Morrell. He said, yeah, he with that. He said, it's crazy. It's crazy when you rock with a fighter, and a lot of some of his thoughts are exactly what you've been saying for weeks on lives. Like, some of the shit that he was saying on Twitch is shit that I've been saying, bro. Like, when he was answering some of them questions, I'm like, damn, it's crazy. It's almost like I know how he think a little bit. I mean, I know he'd be some respect out of Sean. Remember you was saying it, Cuzzo? Remember? Remember, as you were saying it, though. You were saying it. You were saying it a while back. His father gave it away. Kenny let me know Tank cracked his son. Yeah, you could tell something went on. Tank crazy, yo. Tank wild, yo. Tank been on a little rampage. When he start tweeting, it'd be funny, bro. Yeah. I know Benzo didn't mean it the way. He wasn't trolling with the question. He wasn't like shitting on him. Man, salute to my guy KJ, man. Kenneth, how you feeling, bro? Good to see you in the building. Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, man. So he said I knew it today. I seen that interview Kenny did. Take me out here, taking snatching souls, bro. Snatching souls, man. Hold on, where you at? Yes, just like that. Just like that. Yes, just like that. Just like that. That man ain't scared of nobody, all right? You got to think about what people be trying to push. That man ain't scared of nobody, yo. They ain't even putting that much in them shots. You just hear them joints sounding off. That man is special, man. I'm telling you, it's a reason his name always come up. And I can't wait till they finally all mix it up, yo. All mix it up, bro. You ain't no way you undeniably telling me he don't got a chance to beat anybody, bro. I'm telling you, these dudes all special. They are all of the upper echelon of the athletes in the world and all of boxing. All these dudes we speak on a lot of times on these lives, they all elite level athletes. They all special in their own right, bro. That dude just born with something. He gifted, bro. I really do think that. I do. I mean, deep for the win. Yo, I'm telling you, cuzzo. 8-1 Hoop Zone. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro? I think yeah, Benzo. I see you. I think his maturity is something that don't get spoken on too in boxing. I think you have levels of maturity as well as level. You know, when you say it's levels in terms of talent and skill, I think it's levels in terms of maturity as well and comfort. And I think that he's in a very unique space. You get what I'm saying? I think those couple of years that he got over some of these guys, they go a long way. And it's not just like, oh, you're so much older. That's not the case because he ain't, right? But he got him by a couple 2 to 3 years in some cases. But I just think the maturity that he possesses is something different. You know what I'm saying? I think it makes him very, very dangerous, bro. Yeah, I posted that. That was from today. You know what I'm saying? He look like he back in the gym. Look like he back in the gym working, man. So hopefully, man, you know, we hear an announcement, we see what's next from him, bro. I want to see who's available so we can know who he's gonna fight next. I can't predict it, but I like to see it, you know. I don't know. King Judah in the building said Devin gonna box his head off. Take every takes to fight. I'll say this, salute to my guy King Judah, man. You know, we always go on. Why I like you, why I could rock with you, I could talk this with you, because you ain't never emotional and disrespectful ever, never. So I could always rock with the conversation and build with you. I think, listen, respectfully, like the fairest way I could put this entire situation, all narratives and speculation aside, what I would like to see is these dudes find a common ground or a medium where they get themselves on the phone and you get what I'm saying, and you can move forward. And that's them as a collective, bro. That because me as a fight fan, I support both guys. It doesn't matter who I think will win or lose, right? I don't think neither guy is scared of each other. You get what I'm saying? I think, you know what I mean, they both itching to take what the other one got or beat the other one got in a sense, right? I think the back and forth is legit, and I think they really want to, you know what I mean? I think they really want to see who the better guy out of the two, right? So for me, as a fight fan, as a fair fight fan that supports both guys, I hope that they could put pride and ego aside, find a common ground, a medium, and just move the ball forward, right? Because that's the only way you're gonna get it. Other than that, you get what I'm saying, it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's gonna bend and fold all the way to the other guy, right? So I think the best way, like, and that's just a fair way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get on the phone like EJ and Bud did, and make the fight. You get what I'm saying? And I think that y'all would be better off because of it. You get what I'm saying? YK Mac, what's good with it, bro? I feel sorry for when they fight. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a crazy fight, though, man. It is. It is Shadow Realm. So that's just me. Like, we go back and forth on it. Like, I never get tired of this topic because I think the more we discuss it, we gonna speak this shit into existence, man. These dudes gonna fight each other. It's gonna come to a point where they ain't got no choice, and it ain't about needing each other. It's just about, I think, them as competitors and really wanting to put it to bed once and for all as to who's the better guy. You know what I'm saying? I rock with both of them. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, you know what I mean? I would love to see that. I have a feeling we're going to see that Neville and Benavidez. You know what? I wouldn't say May, but I was hearing like September-ish. I'm hearing that he could possibly be at the end of that contract, bro. And I would love to see it. Doing all. Nah, you know what, King Judah, not for nothing though. I got a habit of doing that too, bro. With the caps, I type like that too sometimes, bro. And people have said the same thing to me. I ain't gonna lie. They accuse me of being emotional too. I ain't gonna lie. I you know, sometimes I do it, but I do that even regularly. Like, I just do it sometimes. You know what I mean? Just so you can make sure you seen it. You know what I mean? For shizzle, you get what I'm saying? I did hear that it's a possibility that Benavidez could be towards the end of that contract, and I'm very hopeful though. I hope so, because I have much respect for Canelo, and he'd put a lot of shit to bed if he just fought that man, right? Because I don't feel like It's nobody else that he deserves to fight more. Like, nobody deserves a shot at Canelo more than David Benavidez, respectfully, from what he's done. That, you know what I mean? He literally fought back-to-back guys that, in my opinion, were more skillful than him, and he beat both of them. You get what I'm saying? So, and one of them was a guy that Canelo should have been fought years ago, if we being honest, that he seemed to avoid. You know what I mean? So I think he should have. I think he definitely owe that man a fee. He definitely owe Benavidez a fair one, bro. Because completely remove any chance for them to have a fair and reasonable conversation. You know how after the Ryan fight, Tank was cool. That shit dead with Haney. Yeah, I know. It's different. And again, I think black belt, because it's a lot of the banter and the disrespect. It's no longer competitive and about being better than you in the ring. It's, oh, I'm a better man than you, and I just do this better. I'm doing more than you. I'm outdoing. You get what I'm saying? It's crossed that line of, you know, competitive nature. It's no longer that. It's about me one-upping you and trying to make you look like less than. And in a sense, maybe he's using that to say you're gonna have to fight me sooner or later because I ain't gonna stop saying your name. I can get that if it's real. You get what I'm saying? Nah, man, nah, you can't. Nah, not over here, Benzo. See, that's why I say, man, we the family over here. We don't do a lot of blocking people. The only time the family block people is if they feel disrespected. You know what I mean? Everybody opinions as well. You know what I mean? Always. Hell nah. We rock with everybody. We rock with boxing. Any real boxing fan, we could rock with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his opinions is respected, yo, because especially over here, because I know how to have a conversation with people. You know what I mean? That's why you will rarely hear me argue with people. You know what I'm saying? Carl Thomas, I used to like that song. That was my joint too, cuz. Yeah, but that's where I'm at when it comes to them, bro. That's why I don't mind talking about it, because I'm a real diehard boxing fan and junkie. And that topic is always gonna come up. You get what I'm saying? Those are two elite talents, and you know, they're making noise in their own right, man. Tank just a special guy, man. He is, bro. He is, man. It's how many people do you know that you could get in a ring with, you could fight, get knocked out by, and things work out better for you after that? How many people do you know you can get in there and fight, you know what I mean, and survive and don't get knocked out, and things just work out better? You get what I'm saying? And still lose. Like, it's different, man. It's a real, but you get that opportunity, you got a real shot to do something, bro. You got a real shot. It's not just money, man. But if you talented enough, if you that guy, if you special enough, go take it from him, man, because it ain't gonna be easy. I really think he like he said, man. Look, what he say in that post? Hold on, man. What he say in that post? What he say in his post? Look at him. My guy's young fighter got my name in their mouth to get on. He said, "You will never be me. You was handed your cars and money. I work for mine. We doing it for different reasons, and I truly believe that he's different, man. He's a different type of hungry. Even with that money, he's still hungry. I believe it." Tanya Vandross Williams Jr. Peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling? Evening Thursday, Just Do family. Everyone's in chat. Condolences to Mr. John Boy. Yes, R.I.P. to John Boy, man. My condolences to the family as well, man. Yeah, coach of the century, Coach Calvin, free Coach Calvin, you know it. And peace and blessings to the Queen Arena as well. Miss Joette, how you feeling, Queen? Good to see you in the building. Devon, what's good, my guy? How you feeling, bro? It's crazy because the Haney fans don't think Tank special. They think he's just a guy. Then, nah, hey, that dude definitely special. Shit, I tell you, Haney special. Like, that's easy to say. I don't mind saying that. Haney special in his own regard, too, in his own right, too. It's just different. They have things about them that make them special, you know what I mean? Differently. That's all. Different ways, bro. Say it's no problem. I have no problem saying that. Like, people, it don't matter to me as much as who gonna win and lose, as much as me seeing a fight. And I'm just all about giving people credit. That dude is an elite level fighter. You got to think of how many fighters that he's better than, and that's to go for both of them. They better than a lot of people, yo. They at the top of the game, at the top of the top in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always big to get them dudes they credit. They got things about them that make them special, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to do what they doing at that level, man, and continuing to win, knowing you got people that want to see you lose. That just go for all of them. That's why I respect boxing as a whole, as a sport, because you can't play it, man. And they put so much work in for one night's of work. Like, dudes really train for a month for minutes of work. Just think about that. And some dudes that mess around, go out there and get caught in the first round. You don't put all that work in. You get what I'm saying? Just imagine that. And for you to avoid that kind of pitfall too, to be able to constantly go out there and to be the best version of yourself every single night, every time you step in the ring and win, man, that's impressive, bro. I'm just a different dude. That shit ain't easy to do. That shit is hard, man. That shit hard to do, man. That's why I look at this shit different. That's why the way I critique level of opposition is different than other people, because I just know this shit ain't easy, man. I know it ain't. They might make it look easy, but it ain't. Shit, you might have think what Dev did the Regis was easy, but he'll tell you it required a lot of his concentration and focus to go get it done. I ain't gonna say it was his toughest fight, but you know what I mean? That shit, he made it look easier than what it was. I'm pretty sure he'll say that. You said that dude never heard a Haney fan say Tank ain't special. Some of them though, not all though, because you see, King Judy, you probably be speaking for yourself and some of the actual real boxing fans, right? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with rocking who you rock with, but nah, if people would be like, I see it all the time in here. He a good little fighter, he a club fighter, he a globe trotter, like all types of different stuff. I be hearing it. But I think a lot of it is just jokes, though, to be honest, though. You know what I mean? But you got some people that really think, like, I watched the video the other day. They call him one of the most overrated fighter. No, a post. I came across a post and they was asking like who the most overrated. You know, people were saying him. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I was like, damn. They just don't know how hard it is to do what these dudes is doing, man. Tank make excuse already. Regis could beat Tank. Talari Films was good with Regis get his ass beat by Tank. He'd never beat Tank to me. Respect to him. I like him though. Tank is Vegeta and Devin is Goku. Super Saiyans. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. They at the top, man. That's what I always say. Salute to my guy, man. From England, right? Salute to Slime Entertainment. How you feeling, bro? Nah, it's all good. I know, bro. Yeah, man. I just can't wait to see it once and for all. But you see what he say, man. He be doing this joint for different reasons, man. That man be locked in. And that's why we want to see these fights, man. Hopefully we get what we want, man. You got, His Excellency talking about, he want them to fight in this country. Hopefully he do, I don't know. Like I said, I would rather see it here, but it is what it is at this point. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is, man. Damn. I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous. Yes, just like that. Just like that. Want to go night-night? I want to go night-night. Nah, I can't wait to see what's next, though, man. It's good to see him back in the gym. Make me think that he going, we going to get an announcement at some point. Like I was hearing that he should be back around March or something to that effect. Salute to my bro Mike, man, in the Cash App, man. Much love and appreciation, bro. Always supporting the grind. Salute to you, Brody. Man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
That's Bug Harris, man. Remember they had him in one of the he was in Creed. He was in Creed holding the pass for Creed too. He got a son that box too. Is his name Patrick Harris is his son that box. You know what I'm saying? That's Pat Harris too. That's Bug. He held the pass for a lot of these dudes. A lot of them. I mean, that's one of the hardest working pad men in the business. Punch got melatonin on. I'm telling you, with a hint of NyQuil, with a hint of NyQuil on it. was where the better be punching people in the back of the head. Then it should be called by the ref disqualified. I think Talaria, what should happen, bro? Respectfully, I'll say this. I won't say that it's intentional, right? I won't say that he's intentionally doing it, but if I'm a guy, right, and I'm fighting, my fighter is fighting Arthur Better Beef, I'm definitely, you know, in the back room when we getting our hands right, we talking to the ref in the locker room, I'm definitely gonna tell him to look out for the behind the head shots for sure. I think that they should take a close look at that. And again, I'm not saying he's intentionally doing it, but I think that that's very dangerous. And the guy that's punching that hard, you definitely don't need none of his shots to be going behind the head, man. I think they should take a close look at it. And, you know, just kind of one of the things where they tell them to be mindful of that. And, you know what I mean? Try not to be punching guys in the back of their joint, man. I've seen him do it in quite a few fights. And I don't want to say he's doing it on purpose, but it's tough, man. You know, sometimes guys be trying to get out of the way of shots and the way they position themselves. And he just a bear. He just be going for it, bro. You know, they do fireworks. Larry Lopez in the building. Say Debo Dad already pulling whole cards. Debo Dad, what Debo Dad up to? I missed something. Tanks Night Fight on Amazon pay-per-view deal. I would guess though. I would guess so. You know what I'm saying? I would guess. They letting Better Be juice and punch behind the head. It's crazy. It's crazy. Judah. I don't like what they I don't like that whole situation though. Cause it's like either is it something wrong or either that or y'all try to put smut on his name. It's either the two. I don't feel like it's no middle ground. What if he didn't do anything wrong? Why did y'all see it fit to release anything going on with him, right? If it wasn't against the rules. So it's either is he doing something wrong or y'all just throwing shit out there. You know what I mean? B-Dog, what's good with the family? Yeah, but I think he will. I heard possible return for like March, man. So I don't know if that's 100%, but that's what I did hear. I mean, I did hear that. Atypical means it's something in the body naturally produces. Right, appreciate that. So, and that's why I say if that's the case, then why even like put the information out there? You get what I'm saying? Because you know people was going, people imagination's going, go. You know what I'm saying? And I think they knew full well, you know what I'm saying, when they said that. Hold on. Yeah, matter of fact, after Ryan said no to Jose Ramirez, he said Ryan Garcia versus Oscar De La Hoya at this point. You know it's real when he calling out the promoter for a fade. Mr. Improv with the Do family, how you feeling, bro? Because he tested 25 times, leading up. Damn, was he? That's ridiculous if he was, bro. What's good with him, Mr. Improv? How you feeling, bro? Maybe you start promoting now. Yeah, it definitely wouldn't hurt, though. It wouldn't hurt. Prone to believe he juiced intentionally pushing forward and caught the elevated testosterone. I feel you, bro. It's just a real conversation to me. Like, it's out there. You get what I'm saying? They put it out there. Oscar will beat Ryan ass. Him and that fake six-pack that he got. Oscar out there getting enhancements. Oscar went out there and bought a six-pack of abs. He bogus, bro. He bogus. He bogus, yo. Oscar out there, he bought a 6-pack of abs. Is crazy, bro. Buying a 6-pack of abs is bogus. Bogus is bogus activity, bogus behavior, bro. Bogus practices, man. That man bought a 6-pack, took his shirt off, did like 10, 15 push-ups, and took a picture. I know y'all seen that with Oscar. Now, I mean, I knew they was already getting enhancements when I seen Marcos Maidana with a 6-pack. I said, bro body don't even match this 6-pack, man. You about the chubbiest dude with a 6-pack I ever seen in my life. How you got a 6-pack, still got a beer belly. You got a beer body, yo. I'm with Oscar when I'm 60 on buying abs too. They save it up for him right now. Oscar came out that shirt like, yeah, told y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm swole up there. Swole. I'm telling you, he still got that hand speed. Ryan got to chill. You know what I'm saying? He the original golden boy. You know what I'm saying? Ryan is Daniel's son. He said Oscar got a BBL. He went and bought them damn abs. I ain't lying. Lons was good with it, bro. And you already, that's why I like to hear, Mr. Improv. I'm glad you good, man. Good to see you in the building, too. He brought his woman like every lips. But yeah, a whole body, plastic coat, you know what I'm saying? Rick Timms in the building. What's good, my guy? How you feeling, bro? Hit that Ryan Teal fight next. Listen, it's crazy. This is the crazy part. All of those fights for Ryan will be good, even if you think he'll lose them, but they'll be entertaining. And he's in a good position if he actually just take one of these fights. That's why I say, man, just take one of them fights, go ahead and do it. He said, someone say, Oscar. I think that fight will go, man. I'm telling you, get that Ryan and Teo. I think Teo, you know, just a lot more locked in, more experience, better resume, more battle tested, things like that. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, he take his career more serious than I think Ryan's taking it. And because of that reason, I see him winning, but I see it being entertaining, though. Ryan he can make fights entertaining, man. You know what I'm saying? Look how he actually tried to fight Tank. He ain't lay down. He actually tried. You get what I'm saying? That's what made the fight fun. I mean, he wanted to make sure you could see the abs under the fishnets. He bogus as hell with the bogus fits, man. Oscar De La Hoya wild with them bogus fits, man. Ryan can use his distance. I'm telling you, look, the thing is, Benzo, his consistency or lack thereof. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, he's fought on that level more times. He's been tested more. He's been through the ringer. You know what I mean? And he got a loss as well. You know what I mean? I think he's gotten better since the loss. You get what I'm saying? Man, Models for Victoria's Secret and Moonlight Job. I'm telling you. Man, him and Oscar gotta get a fade. They gotta run at least one fade, bro. They gotta get the, you know what I mean? I mean, Oscar, at this point, Oscar gotta get Ryan Garcia his fade, bro. Got to get a man his fade. I'm telling you. But yeah, once he called out Oscar, this is bring me to my next point. So I mean, we've been talking about this for a while. We've been seeing that this relationship has been a little sour since the Tank fight. And it seemed like it's just getting worse. It's just falling apart in front of us in live time. So I don't know. How y'all feel? I feel like it might be time for for Ryan to get up out of there. I feel like it might be time for him to go. John, what it do, family? How you feeling, bro? I think it might be time for Ryan to go, to go see what's up with somebody else, man. Go work with another guy, another promoter or something, man. Oscar will beat Ryan ass right now. Fake abs and all, John. Fake abs and all. Man. I'm telling you, Ryan will make a good fight with just about anybody at 140. That's there, yo. Even if he get beat up, he'll make it interesting. All you got to do is fight back. You know what I'm saying? That speed and power is enough to keep him, in some fights for a while. I think what would come back to haunt him ultimately is his IQ or lack thereof and experience at the elite level. You get what I'm saying? But who knows? I mean, he did fight Tank. Maybe he learned something. I'm pretty sure he learned something in that fight. He better had. Oscar and all for real. Nah, Oscar was that guy. He really was the golden boy, John. He really was, bro. And that's why I appreciate him. He'll fight whoever. He'll take L's and all that. You know what I'm saying? Oscar De La Hoya wasn't ducking no smoke. He even fought Pacquiao way when he shouldn't have fought him. He definitely fought Pacquiao when he shouldn't have. Oh, now he got his ass whooped. Ryan signed that re-up with Oscar. Ain't going no place. If he did, he foolish, I think, Remo. With them being at odds like this. Because I don't see what the point is, like a re-signing with a guy that you just not getting along with. And it seemed like the plans that he had for you, you just not cool with him. Like, you would rather do something else. Like, who in here would have been against Ryan fighting Jose Ramirez? Not me. I wanted to see it. I wanted to see him fight a Jose Ramirez, man. Why not? Right. He said, why did Oscar post a slew of training comeback videos, then abruptly call his comeback? Because he got called out for them fake abs, Rick. Man, he got, you know what I mean? Word got back. People found out them abs wasn't legit. You know what I'm saying? We found out that they wasn't legit. You get what I'm saying? Them abs wasn't legit. He like, yo, the jig is up. They figure me out. I ain't coming back. Yes, man, you know what I'm saying, Mike? All jokes aside, though, it seems like it just don't make sense for him to be where you not respected at. And that's what it seemed like. Look how history repeat itself real quick, y'all. I want to just highlight something. Remember, once upon a time, Canelo was over there with Golden Boy, and him and Oscar was best buzz and all that good shit, right? Remember that? He was in Canelo's ear. He was adamant about how Canelo would be able to beat Floyd Mayweather. He literally gassed that fight up all the way till he took it. When it was time for Canelo to fight him, no disrespect to Oscar, he was in rehab. He wasn't even near at his biggest moment. Like, imagine gassing the fight up and telling this dude the entire time that you can beat this guy. Look, I fought him. I beat him. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't hit that hard. You could just imagine the shit that he was saying about Floyd to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? When it was time for Canelo to fight him, he wasn't nowhere to be found. Kind of left that man hanging. You know what I mean? He went out there, got his ass beat by Floyd. Damn near was about to cry. You get what I'm saying? In the ring at actual time. You get what I'm saying? Then you fast forward, and then you see how they panned out and they left. Now you fast forward to today, and he get Ryan Garcia. It's the same thing. Gassing him up, telling him he could beat Tank when it was time for him to fight him. And you took that L. Y'all got on a good foot and got up out of there, which is wild. Talking about death threats. Man, get y'all asses out of here. 51-year-old Oscar. Man, you know, that young Ryan to mess around, put that left hook all over Oscar chin right now. I think Oscar had fought Mayweather early in his career and been even closer. It could have been. It's possible, bro. It's possible because styles make fights, and you know, Oscar was a hell of a fighter, man. He was a hell of a fighter. I don't think he would ever beat him, but yeah, I think he could have made it, you know, more interesting. But then you got to deal with the more offensive Floyd too. So you know that the more offensive Floyd Mayweather was dangerous, man. He'd really beat your ass in there and make it look good. Oscar really that guy's dog. Yeah, Oscar really, yeah, he put that work in, bro. He put that work in. I respect all his losses, all of them. Ryan had re-upper prior to the Tank fight when it was beefing the first time over amount of payment. Yep. If he did, but he bringing up and be wild though, man. That just wouldn't be smart. Sound like he need that fade, Remo. I mean, Oscar need to run Ryan his speed, and if Ryan win, he let him out the contract. If he don't, then he signed for life. Said, nah, he trapped just. I think he got another 2 or 3 years. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. He probably got Oscar would have made a fight with Floyd look like the McDonough fights. I think he could have made it more competitive, but I think that you know, the younger we talking, you know, the more offensive Floyd to be too, because Floyd had every tool in the book. He had every tool in the book. But yeah, man, Oscar just would have always gave you a good fight, man. It was nobody like in his prime and nothing when he was running through shit that was, you know what I mean? He was smoking shit at one point. I just think Floyd would have always beat him though. On the fade to get your contract is crazy. Yeah, gotta get yeah, King Jr. gotta run that fade. Get about the contract, bro. Fight, you gotta fight me for it. You know what I'm saying? Go in there, punch. All you gotta do is go punch him in the fake abs, man. You know what I mean? That'd be like those not even real. And punch him right in it. You know what I'm saying? Punch him right in the fake abs, bro. Like, yo, those is not even real, bro. I know. I seen you purchased them joints. You know what I'm saying? You purchased them. Well, you got to do something, though, man. Because, again, like I said, y'all turning down Jose Ramirez is pretty weak, man. I would have liked to see that fight, man. To be honest, I wouldn't have mind seeing him fight Haney, seeing him fight Rolly. You get what I'm saying? Nope. Ramirez, Pitbull. Like, none of these people. He got some options, but somebody got to remind him he at 140. It ain't safe there, bro. People about that action. You got to fight somebody, dude. Got a lot of options. You just got to, you know what I mean? Take your career, man. I just got robbed by James, but he robbed Sweet Pea, so go both ways. Yeah, they definitely took that joint from Sweet Pea. Even made it Mariucci album because Floyd never recorded music. That's crazy. He was dying to outdo Floyd. That was his problem, man. You know what I mean? He still ain't get over that ass whooping by Floyd. That man still salty Floyd beat his ass. And it was a good fight, to be honest with you, though. It was a close fight. I couldn't believe that Floyd Pops had actually trained Oscar De La Hoya to beat his son. That was wild. Andrew, great in the building. Was good, bro. Good to see you in the building. How you feeling, bro? I don't know, man. King Rod, man. Hopefully he fights somebody, man. Like I said, Pitbull could be in April. I did hear that, but you just never know because they all over the place. They all over the place, bro. All over the place. They don't know what they want to do for real. On the real. They don't know what they want to do. And that would be awesome to get Oscar to fight. You know how that go. Pernell showed me what's up. Told his daddy he ain't shit. I couldn't believe he actually trained somebody. Like training the dude to beat your son had to be the wildest experience, bro. That had to be something crazy right there. That's dysfunction on another level, boy. Be that mad, you be like, yeah, I'm gonna train you to take my son out. What if you would have beat him too? That'd be wild. What would I have paid to see Floyd Trinidad at 47? I mean, Trinidad was a dog, man. I just think he was strong as hell. He hit hard. He had a real punch and he could box. Some people felt like he was a little chinny, but I think it would have been a good fight, man. It's just hard to pick against Floyd because he's just so smart. He always was smarter than you, even if you was bigger, stronger, anything, any of that shit. Like he found a way, you know what I mean? Found a way to deal with it. Yeah, I think ultimately he would have too just been too smart for Trinidad. I think for seeing sir after 5 knew I was gonna win. Yeah, kept his head a lot way too much. Had no lateral movement. Yeah, man. He used to get touched. R.I.P. Sweet Pea, man. For sure that. R.I.P. the Sweet Pizzle, man. He was a hell of a fighter though, man. But yeah, man. Moving on, man. We'll see. We'll see what's next for Ryan Garcia, man. We'll see, or we won't. You know what I mean? But we gonna find out in due time. But you know, I was doing my reading again, man. I see David Morrell is applying more pressure, man. I see David Morrell applying more pressure to Benavidez, and like I said, man, I don't know. It ain't too many more fights I want to see for Benavidez outside of Canelo and Morrell. I don't. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua, man. Shit, me, bro. They really playing with boxing right now, bro. Man, that shit is crazy, bro. Kello said, shout out to Floyd. I made a lot of money back with Floyd. I remember somebody said they changed their life. They changed their life betting on Floyd fights. Like, that's how much money they made. Changed their damn life betting on Floyd fights. I'm like, damn, that's crazy because you gotta think about it, man. You gotta miss a guy that's a for sure bet every single time. You get what I'm saying? Never let you down. It was never, you could never say you bet on him and you lost. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember a guy betting on Floyd, going to Vegas betting on him, said he changed his life betting on that dude. Word up. That's how much money he won through the years. Like he loved when Floyd fought because he just knew he was gonna win. That's crazy. Change your whole entire life because of somebody kicking ass, bro. Telling you, man. Floyd was that guy. That's that for show money. You know what I mean? Get that for sure back. But yeah, man, I seen David Morrell. Like I said, y'all put more pressure on applying pressure to Benavidez again, man. And he wants smoke, man. I really want the smoke for him. I really want him to get the fight. I don't see who it makes for who would make more sense for Benavidez to fight if he ain't getting Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Or unless he gonna sit and wait it out for a guy like that. But it will be risky because you know Canelo move at the beat of his own drum, bro. So he might find himself waiting too damn long, man. I hope that don't happen to him. That'd be a disservice to the sport, bro, if he couldn't get a fight like that. I'd like to see it. That's why I say, man, I know some people say it's too early, but I don't know. I don't know. I just be wanting to see it. Like I got a thing with wanting to see guys fight each other that actually want to fight, right? And I definitely think that young David Morrell wants smoke with the young Davey. LWBoxing, what's good? The fax machine in the building. What's good, my bro? How you feeling? So you got Benavidez. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Benavidez is hard to bet against, bro. He's a dog, yeah. Like and the thing about him that I could appreciate, I don't know how y'all look at it. His last two fights, like I said, he beat guys that were more skillful than him, in my opinion, and that's why I got even more respect for him. You get what I'm saying? He beat Plant. I thought Plant was more skillful. He beat him, and he beat ANDRADE. I thought ANDRADE was more skillful. He beat both of them dudes. And he beat ANDRADE even more convincingly. So Benavidez is, you know, he's shown the ability to, you know, beat guys that box, you know, better boxers than him to me. More skill. Let's make no mistake about it, man. I don't know how y'all look at it, but if Caleb Plant didn't get tired in that fight, I for sure thought he was going to win it. I for sure thought it was his. It was his for the taking, man. It was just like a tale of two halves. The minute he got tired, it was the worst thing that happened for him. Benavidez just came alive. Like, that's one thing you can't do. If you're going to fight that guy, you got to have a gas tank or you run the risk of getting stopped or pummeled late. You know what I mean? You got said Benavidez clean him Morrell. I don't know. I want to see the fight. Yeah, I want to see it. I listen, I think Morrell could surprise some people. Both Benavidez and Morrell, a great fight. They do make that. Now I'm telling you, hope people support it for sure. Bo Lady got to. It's a good fight to make, bro. And again, I get it. Like, listen, if you got the Canelo fight looming in the background for you, possibly, then I get it. But you know, not wanting to risk it. But damn, man, I just don't see it too many other challenges for the dude right now off the top of my head. Know what I mean? That'll really give him a run for his money. At least giving Benavidez a chance to unify. I'm telling you, man, Benavidez hurt top fighters. Benavidez is solid, man. He the truth, man. I like him. Playing the entire first half of that fight, he was whooping ass, wasn't he? Facts, yo. That's why I say King Judah was crazy to see it, bro. How he was doing. Son of God, what's good, my bro? Good to see you in the building. How you feeling? Hey, what about Adames and Morrell? Thing with Carlos Adames at 60. That's the only thing. I mean, he did say he'll fight Janabek, and he was talking about Janabek and Charlo Adames. And Charlo responded. He said he'll fight either one of those dudes if the situation is right. He said he never ducked nobody. So I would like to see it. To decision to the praise. Benavidez was called the monster for being bigger than everybody, while Devin Boots would call weight bullies. Now they be on his ass. Some people do too, King Judah. They be on Benavidez helmet. They be on his helmet. Yeah, nah, he is. He just a young kid. He easy to root for. It's like a dude that he just want to get better, bro. He just want to get better and keep proving it. It's easy to like David Benavidez. Easy to like him. Easy to root for him. His father might make you scratch your head a little bit, but you still, you know, he means well. So I like the team Benavidez. I do. Aisha, peace and blessings. Queen, how you feeling today? Kinelo. I just hope he give the young man his shot, though. You know what I'm saying? So TSZYU got to ask yourself what happens if Morrell decides to box Benavidez and take rounds instead of brawling early. A lot of people assume he would do. Yeah, man, he gonna make it. He is gonna be strategic out there. I think he'll box him round by round too. What's up? How you been in the back, no chain? Come over here, talk. But yeah, I think he will be strategic, and I think that'll be the way to approach the fight. I spoke to my brother. I spoke to Morrell personally. Morrell feels like David Benavidez, his feet are not good enough for him, and he said, I read today. He said, if Benavidez fights him the way he fought Demetrius Andrade, he said he gonna beat him for sure. You know what I'm saying? He said he just don't feel like he got the feet to mess with him. Said his feet terrible. He'd beat him. You know what I'm saying? He feel like his boxing skills superior. He hungry for the opportunity. He really want it. His coach and his trainer and Ronnie Shields is confident that he could win the fight as well. So again, I'm just all about seeing, the fights that can happen. I think it'll make a lot of sense. But again, I understand if Benavidez is still holding out that, he can get a chance at Canelo because he really deserves it. You get what I'm saying? There's no better fight for him. You know what I mean? That would make sense in terms of what he earned. And the reason I want to see that fight, because stylistically, I think it's very interesting. It's an intriguing matchup. You got you got the older vet in Canelo that got a ton of experience, over 60 fights. You get what I'm saying? Counter puncher, fast hands, good upper body movement, good head movement. But he getting up there. In terms of boxing, got a lot of miles on him. So then you got to come forward. Benavidez's feet not as good, but he could cover a lot of ground with him. He is an improving fighter. He throw a lot of punches. He's strong. Got a heavy jab. Bring a lot of pressure. He could take a shot as well. So for those reasons, that fight would be fun. You know what I'm saying? But I think if Canelo is the win, it's gonna be his experience that's gonna bail him out of that fight. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the experience for him. But then again, experience doesn't always win out. You know what I mean? Benavidez is a lot more youthful. Hungry. I don't think he'll lay down in there. I don't think he'll be starstruck in front of Canelo. He'll really bring a fight. That's why I want to see it. You get what I'm saying? That's why I want to see it. I think, I like to see guys fighting dudes that want to fight them back. What's up, Cyber? What's up, baby? He is still so young. Yeah, he is. Nah, he is young. He's a young guy. I like Morrell Benavidez. Think he can box as good as elite boxers and bang when he needs to. Absolutely, I'm with that, King Jude. I think that's why I think he a special breed, because he got a rare combination of both. You know what I mean? He could bring the fight to you. He can sit there and box. He pick his shots well. He comfortable in the ring. It's fun. PBC put a hold on the T-Mobile Arena for May 4th. What you think? What you thinking, Dub? Talk to me. What you thinking? It had to. Ain't that usually what? That's May 4th. Ain't Cinco de Mayo, but it's close, ain't it? Payday. You want payday? I ain't know that. What's up? You want payday? For the Morrell doubters, go watch what Morrell did 3 weeks notice to win that WBA world title, or look at Ado's fight and see how he outboxed them. They don't get it, Bole. They sleeping, man. They sleeping. Got to wake him up. That's for Canelo. Oh, okay. That's Canelo's date. Any idea who it is, though? Any idea, man? Who is it going to be? Who he fighting, man? Who Nello fighting? Dude's still dangerous like that, man. That's the crazy part. Nello is no fight that, he would be in for the most part. They don't have a chance to win. That's why I be wanting to see the fight. So I just hope Benny get his shot once and for all, man. I really do. Like I said, there's nobody that deserves it more. And if anybody else get a shot at Canelo first, it's crazy, because it's like you give an unwilling participant an opportunity to win, to compete for undisputed at 68. Hey, he's steep. Right. You geeked up to that. And then for Canelo, you already say, salute to my guy, Dove and Aisha, man. Y'all be on it, man. I want to see who he gonna fight. Yeah, he co-hosting. He be acting like a brat sometimes, but when I get him, he be chilling. He always talking and just chilling. He don't do too much crying. Let's sit down now. You spit, you about to get kicked out, yo. Stop spitting. You stop. I taught you that. Stop spitting. Go spit, B. Get out of here. Canelo versus Bud, best fight, closest classic we'll get. I just think the weight difference will always stop that fight from happening. Like, part of me feel like Bud is wild enough to do it, and he believe in himself where he'll try it. But I just think the age, the longer time goes, the less likely. But we'll see, because I know he had mentioned, that he had like 2 fights left, and I know he said Spence was one. I know he was talking about Canelo. But speaking of that, his guy Bernie the boxer, anything else would be. I would hope it's that, Larry. I would hope, man. I don't know. His boy Bernie the boxer seems to think that Bud could be facing TSZYU. That's what he was saying. Now, I know that just be speculation. I know all this stuff don't be concrete, but that, believe it or not, though, that would be a good fight. I wouldn't be against seeing that. I think TSZYU is an improving fighter. I think he's getting comfortable in there. He winning. He building some momentum. I think he got some deceptive hand speed. Got some good power. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try. He gonna push the pace. He gonna try to fight you. You know what I mean? It hurt you if you ain't prepared. It's one of them dudes. I think Canelo will wait on McGee result first. Man, yeah, a lot of options, right? And that's a stinking fight. I don't want to see him beat up Jaime McGee. McGee just don't have the seasoning, bro, to beat him. He don't have the experience to beat a guy like him. Canelo fight Derevyanchenko, cuzzo, we jumping him. Hey, y'all, Canelo fight Derevyanchenko, we jumping him, man. Hey, we jumping him, bro. We gonna jump his ass. We jumping his ass. He do that. I wouldn't mind Bud and Zoo. I wouldn't mind it either. It's a good fight. But I think bro said Lubin might be in the mix for Zoo, right? The Boxing Menu podcast was good, family. And that's the thing. Canelo do got a ton of options. I just hope he pick a good one. You know what I'm saying? Something that get the people something that they want. Because again, you're on pay-per-view, bro. We gotta pay for you. Don't give us something we don't want, bro. That Charlo thing ain't gonna cut it, bro. That shit got me mad, if anything. Bud versus Boots and Saudi. I wouldn't be against seeing that, though. I tell you that. I think McGee versus Berlanga would be a big fight for the zone. McGee and Berlanga. I don't know, man. I don't know how people feeling about Berlanga as of lately. You know what I'm saying? Since the biting incident. Like his career been on cool, you know what I'm saying? For a little bit. He been winning, but he ain't been impressing. And he don't look like he's been like improving to the level that he should be. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up, Moochie? 2 men are gonna stand up and fight, yeah, and run around the ring. Yeah, I think Canelo will use them legs though in that fight. I think he'll want to. I think it'll serve him best. I don't think he'll want to just stand in front of Benavidez. He gonna want to use the legs, the little knees, and the upper body movement to stay up out of harm's way. And Benavidez got a heavy jab that could really be damaging if he keep landing it. You know what I mean? Why are you pulling my beard, bro? Get out of here. It ain't funny. You see me trying to talk. Let me grab your lips. Grab your face now. Grab your face, bro. Yeah, see? You don't like that? See how you like it with that little fake cough. You get out of here. And toss you in your crib, bro. Shoot. Get you out of here, bro. Man has 40 fights and no experience. Something wrong. Yeah, McGee. They said that was his plan. They planned. I read this. I keep telling y'all. I wish I could remember the article, but it was months ago where I read that their plan was to get Munguia to about 40 some odd wins and then start to step up the competition. I know that sounds crazy, 40 plus fights, you know what I mean? So I think they stagnated his potential to be better than what he is by not challenging him accordingly. You know what I mean? You need the proper dance partners to, I think, continue to get better. And when you constantly being put in there with guys that you're expected to beat, and then you having shaky moments in those fights, that's that complacency that I be talking about that settles in when you in there with guys that you know people just know you're gonna beat, right? So that's the issue. Blaine has a solid fight on February 24th versus Patty McCrory. Ain't he decent, right, Patty? I ain't seen him fight. I read about him a little bit. I see somebody said that is a good fight for him. So I haven't seen Buddy fight yet. I seen Eddie saying Billy possibly fighting Diego Pacheco Berlanga. I heard that. I heard something about that. I like Diego Pacheco, man. He the goods. I think he'd beat Berlanga right now. GP in the building. JBT in the house. You made the baby call. Yeah, you're yeah, I'll be in here. We be in here. Nothing up in here acting foolish. You shut it up now. Get you, man. Charlo McDugan been inactive and just lost to Canelo because he didn't try, my opinion. I just think Charlo, man, made a business decision, man. And I think it's one that is going to forever rub boxing fans the wrong way. I think the effort that he put forth in that fight just made people feel like he didn't really think he could win. I think it was one of those situations where I think he really wanted it from the outside looking in. But I think once he got in there with Canelo, and then just consider this, y'all, it's almost like, yeah, we could critique him for the performance, but just think about why the hell would he get an opportunity to fight Canelo at 168 before Benavidez is crazy to me, right? Not the fact that he got to fight him first, because you know he's been in previous weight class with him, but you get what I'm saying. Like the fact that he got a chance to fight Canelo first at 68 was wild in the first place. And it's like, to jump up, you got to respect the weight classes. You already was coming off an injury. You jump up 2 weight classes with no acclimation, and you fight one of the most experienced guys there. You get what I'm saying? That's a dog in his own right. Very experienced guy. He's been in there with a slew of guys. So I just think that type of fight is it's an uphill battle, and the only thing he could have did to save face was to try harder. And I think he was unwilling to try any harder because I felt like he would have probably possibly got knocked out. And I think he cool with losing, but he wasn't cool with getting knocked out. And I think that's why his performance played in, you know, it looked the way it did, and it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? But for me, right, y'all, I don't reduce his career to that one moment where he fell short or he looked terrible, right? Because I do math. Charlo has shown me throughout the entirety of his career to be a top guy, to be a dog, to be all about the smoke, right? So the first time that I actually see him go in there and, you know, that was his poor performance for sure from an effort standpoint. But again, I think he felt like he would have got knocked out had he tried any harder. I think he would have just opened himself up more. And Canelo showed him very early that his weight class is for a reason. You get what I'm saying? So I factor a lot of those things in. I really believe in acclimating to the weight class, especially you jumping up too. Like we ain't see Andre Ward. Andre Ward didn't go to 175 and just say, give me Canelo. I mean, give me Sergey Kovalev from the rip, right? He ain't do that. He said, you know what? I'm going to go get the fight. We fought Sullivan Barrera and somebody else. He fought a couple, you know, acclimation type fights and then went for the killer. And I think that's a smart way to do it. You get what I'm saying? You know, Charlo just being a competitor, he's seen an opportunity to make a bag and fight a guy that he should have been got an opportunity to fight years ago. And he went for it, right? But the result, he fell short. The thing is, for me, is how he rebounds from this, right? It's a bad taste, it leave a bad taste in your mouth. But like I said, more times than not, Charlo stand on business. We see how he respond after, you know, tough fights. We see after the Tony Harrison loss, he responded in the rematch with a knockout. We seen the draw with Castano. He rebounded in a rematch with a knockout. You get what I'm saying? So I think Charlo, I'll give him the benefit of doubt, and I'll say, you know, I'm gonna give him a chance to see how he responds after looking so bad, because he got a history of, you know, looking decent after not looking so good or responding the right way. You know what I'm saying? Dude, where you going? My bad, my son in here playing. Rob, what's good with it, Rob? How you feeling, bro? Salute to you, bro. The Crush, what's good with it? Crush the legend in the building. Good cook earlier this morning, by the way, too, bro. So we had the better performance. Shakur fighting Dos Santos, Charles fighting Canelo. Shakur, obviously, because he won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, obviously, because he won the fight. You know what I mean? But he put forth a performance that a lot of people would want to forget about. Like, you get what I'm saying? And one thing I like about him, he felt like the criticism is fair. You know what I mean? The criticism is fair. It's just the slander. It'd be something different. And like I said, for God not 100%, and they still willing to go in there and bet on themselves, put their career on the line, it's a ton of respect that I had for that type of mentality. But you still call the performance what it was a bad night. You know what I'm saying? But you still won. Like, and I think sometimes, you know, we get caught up into what we know a guy is capable of doing, and when we don't see that, we be all over it, as we should, right? But I don't think you'll find him looking like that. I think it's a blessing in disguise, man. Even though a lot of people say, well, ain't nobody gonna want to fight you, this and this and you know, this and that. I think that's garbage here. Champion, I think at the end of the day, what champion, what 3 division champion you see having trouble making fights? You get what I'm saying? Somebody gonna always want the opportunity to try to take what he got. So I think as long as he hold the title, he gonna have opportunities, man. But with or without one, I think he'll have opportunities, man. You already know, man. Great build, man. Salute to you, bro. So yeah, man. They both had, you know, lackluster performances for sure, but obviously, you know, Charlo getting dropped and, you know, having to take a knee and pretty much losing every single round. You know what I mean? That's obviously the worst one. But this is what I'll say, and it's good that you brought that up, right? Because I can highlight the fact that what they have in common is they both possibly had their worst night in their career, right? And that gives me that makes my point. Remember, I was saying not too many people can have their worst night of their life and still win. Charlo had one of his absolute worst nights in the ring, and you see what happened. See how one-sided that looked in the loss, right? You know, you see, you know, we obviously know Earl wasn't right? But even in that, he had the worst night of his career. You see how that went, right? It's very rare for you to have the worst night of your life and still come out on top. I think it take a different type of mentality, a different talent, and again, certain circumstances that, you know, you able to overcome and still get that win. You get what I'm saying? So I was impressed by, you know, I think the mental toughness. I think that's what I was able to get. You know what I mean? It's not so many positives to draw from the performance because it's one that you'll want to forget about. But there are some factors you could look at and say, all right, you know what I mean? You still went out there and you bluffed your way through a whole fight. You get what I'm saying? you a bold boy to go out there and try that knowing you wasn't good. But you know what I mean? You just learn from it and you just get better. You get what I'm saying? And I think fighters need to understand that they don't owe people apologies all the time. You get what I'm saying? If you really know you gave it what you had, you got to be cool with that. Win, lose, or draw, or bad performance, you got to be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Just out, my boy. That's like I see how the internet doing. Oh yeah, for sure, man. You know I see how they doing my Jersey brethren. You know what I'm saying? They be tearing them up. You know what I'm saying? They even made a song on my boy. Which fights gets made first? Benavidez versus Morrell, Canelo versus Benavidez. A part of me is weird, man. If I had to pick, maybe Benavidez and Canelo. I know that might sound crazy, right? But maybe that. Because I hear there's a possibility that he gets that fight. I did hear it. Just don't know. I'm an optimistic guy, but I think that one possibly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They did him. He said Dad look fat. He out here eating good, man. He chilling. He still chilling. I want him to fight again. It shows that you should be the fighter like Adam Yacht with his skill set. So it shows how you would do it healthy. Absolutely. That's why he said he'll fight him again. And I think we'll see it. And maybe not with that same fighter, but hopefully moving forward, like he'll have another challenge, right? You know what I mean? I feel like Manuel Navarrete is a very good challenge. A lot of people say, oh, he coming from 130. Well, Shakur came from 136. So what we talking about? Like, he clearly was a smaller fighter than he was once upon a time. So I still want to see it, but I'm right there with you, yo. I want to see it. I feel like I know what I'm going to see, but I can't. We still got to see it to believe it. I could say anything, how I feel, you know what I mean? He still got to show us that that's what he's going to go out there and do. The fatter you get, the better the comeback. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's wild, man. He better not gain too much weight. Don't eat yourself out of 140. Don't eat yourself out of a whole nother weight class already, bro. Don't do it. Don't eat yourself out of a whole nother weight class. This pit bull thing is really starting to grow some legs, huh? The hell is this? Man, my bad, y'all. I ain't just thinking about the fight. If Shakur go fight Navarrete on that Loma Kambosos undercard. The thing is, I don't think it'll be on the undercard because I think he passed being on undercards. I would suspect, and I don't see why he would be on. Yeah, unless Loma and Kambosos is on his undercard. You know what I'm saying? Both of them dudes still got L's. GM was good with it, fam. So I don't know. I doubt if they'd put it on the same card though. But I'm not against seeing a fight because look, it's his last fight on the contract. If everybody say that that's what Bob Arum do, make in-house fights, why would it be any different? And I think that'd be an easy fight to make and sell. And with them putting him on his undercard in the last fight, seemed like they was setting him up for that anyway. Gave him a common opponent. Now you see how close that fight was, but you see how convincingly Shakur beat CRAWFORD. If you seen, I was at that fight. He whooped CRAWFORD ass every round. He didn't lose a round against that dude. Whereas Navarrete had some issues. Tay was good with it. So he said, "Well, you know what? I actually built Tay. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not necessarily so much checking for it, but I'm a fight fan, so I'm gonna watch it, right? But I already feel like I know what's gonna happen, so I'm not that I'm not like excited for it in no way, shape, or form. What I am interested in is to see what direction Lomachenko go after the Kambosos win, because he's not losing to Kambosos. No disrespect to Kambosos, Lomachenko not losing to that dude. He ain't losing to him. He ain't. Keyshawn said recently interview that Matias is the top champion 140 because he said, notice once top fighters have belts, no one chases undisputed. They just win once and move up. right. Because they don't risk it. Nah, he right. He made a point. He make a good point. You know what I'm saying? He make a good point. But that's where I'm at with it, right? I watch it, but I expect Loma to beat him up. Kambosos ain't got it, yo. He don't got the skill, the IQ to deal with Loma, in my opinion. I think Loma going to touch him up pretty good, too. Pretty good. Like, I think he going to, I don't know if he'll stop him. That's one thing about Kambosos. He a scrappy little customer. Ain't he a scrappy little dude? But I think Loma going to beat his ass, though. I think Loma going to put hands all over him. You know what I'm saying? I think Loma going to put them fisticuffs on his ass. You know, when they start with the artwork, you know the fight coming. You know this fight coming. So, and people knew this in advance. We knew this already. Not too many people could turn down a title shot and still turn down another street, and it's still a title waiting for you, an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Loma is blessed and highly favored out here. B, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? That's what I'm saying. Just we all know Loma. Yeah, Loma gonna whoop him. I just think, but you know what? I'm realistic, right? When I first heard that Lomachenko had an opportunity to fight Shakur, of course, I'm being a fight fan. I'm looking at Shakur in terms of that's a good name to put on the resume. He just had a competitive fight with Dev. That'd be a good, you know what I mean? That's a good little storyline, right? But you got to think sometimes, I know we don't look at it like this as fight fans. Like you want to see guys fight all killers, but that's not realistic. And sometimes coming off a tough fight, especially if they feel like he had a stretch of tough fights or whatever the case, definitely his last fight, it was tough. They probably going to give him a softer touch, get him back in the win column instead of putting him, you know what I mean, back in back-to-back fights. Like he had an option to be in a tough fight, but obviously he chose Kambosos where he can go make some good money, fight in Australia and get a title, get himself back on the winning side of things, and then probably revisit this Shakur situation. Like, you never know. So, I know I was being a fight fan wanting to see it, but just looking at it from a business standpoint, like you get what I'm saying? You have an option to throw your guy right back in there, but you also give him an option for a softer touch. You know what I mean? Get yourself back on the winning side of things and then go back for, you know what I mean? Go right back to the smoke. Al Booger, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? The Cambosa, he said 301st Spartan. I'm telling you, Devin Chase is undisputed fast with Cam, but once at 140 undisputed, wasn't in their eyes. They say we just won big fights going up after one solid win. Yeah, that's what they said. Cam gonna tell Loma this is Sparta. And frequent right after that, he gonna get commenced to getting his ass beat. So you think it's a sleeper fight? Yeah, man, Loma gonna piece him up, I think, yo. Loma versus Cambosa. While I was in there in the chat with you and the fam. Yeah, man. Yeah, they Loma gonna piece him up because he gonna fix him up real nice. Hope Cambosa's fight Loma with the same heart he fought Teo with. Oh, I would love to see that IB, but you know why? You know why I wouldn't bet on it? The reason why I wouldn't bank on it, because I truly believe you could blame Devin Haney for that. Yeah. This one you could blame Dev for that. That confidence shit that he had with Teo. Yeah, that went all the way out the window with Dev. Dev beat some good sense into that, man. He beat the confidence right out of him. I'm not gonna lie. From the minute that that it was like signed that they was gonna fight, I felt a big energy shift. I felt like his confidence wasn't the same. I felt like all his answers was manufactured. I felt like he wanted nothing to do with Haney, and the only reason he did it to save face. You know what I mean? And then he offered a contract that he thought he wouldn't take. When he took it, he was already, basically trapped. You know what I mean? He tried to save face. He went out there and fought him. And he got his ass beat. And I just seen from fight to fight, the confidence just wavered. Like from the second fight, he was no longer confident at all. He got beat handily for 12 rounds. He got bloody, battered up. Dad was putting them paws on his ass. And then he turned around, he fight Maxie Hughes and looked like complete stir-fry shit. So, nah, he looked like some stir-fry in there. So I just haven't seen that confidence since Teo. But hopefully he'll fight like that. Because if not, the thing is, what I'm going to be looking for in this fight is when Loma decides to pick it up, if he's able to nullify some of Loma's activity with, you know what I mean, some good activity of his own. Like he gonna have to, because once Loma kick up, if you don't pick it up when he pick it up, he gonna be like the Matrix. He gonna be like high tech. It's gonna be all like he gonna beat your ass in there, and he gonna make you look bad. And he could possibly stop you. And he could stop you with accumulation. And he's a sharp puncher. You know what I'm saying? He accurate. He got good timing, punch placement. You get what I'm saying? I tell you what, Cambosa's better go to attack his body. I'm telling you now, he better go to his body. Loma give up them shots to the body, and he be having that high guard sometimes, and you can slip underneath it. See what kind of success Dad was able to have to his body. Cambosa's ain't no joke. Cambosa's gonna get touched. Is up to me. Cam's speed and abilities to be a good man. Yeah, he do. I think IQ and his skill set just gonna fall short against Loma for me. I got Loma nothing for sure. Yeah, we gotta see if he gonna whoop his ass. And my thing is when he kick up, that if Kambosos is not able to slow his tempo, because once he start getting in his rhythm, Loma will get off on you. For perfect example, we had a couple rounds against Dev like that, right? That's the thing. If he usually typically starts that earlier in fights that he's winning. If he does that against a Kambosos, can Kambosos slow him down and stop him from just taking the fight and running away with it? You know what I mean? He lacks power and variety for sure. With Maxie Hughes had the confidence. He fought with Kambosos. Fought Kambosos with Williams Zepeda, or will he the bad decision versus Kambosos affect him? That's a good question too, Dub. I think he'll have a certain level of confidence, right? Because I feel like he know in his heart that he kind of won that fight. So I'm hoping that it'll carry over. I'm hoping the bad decision don't affect him, because he really went out there and fought his ass off. And I truly think, all narratives aside, I think they took that one from Maxie Hughes. So that's a good question. It's a fair one too. I hope it don't play in the back of his mind. Like I hope he go in there feeling like he know he won that fight and he should be a champion or something like that, because he earned it that night. Switch shots Loma will be throwing, gonna catch Kambosos. I'm telling you, I think he's gonna confuse him a bit and he's gonna touch him up. Cam versus Pitbull, interesting fight for sure. For sure it would. Because one thing about Kambosos, he don't lay down, right? He don't lay down. He don't always participate either. He don't lay down. So you'll see Dave getting dropped. One of these Hispanic Mexican boys, he trying to walk through Linares. I think you know what? It's crazy because I think he learned from the Linares fight. PJ's big dog in the building. J.A. Dixon, what's good, family? Split decision. Kambosos is back. You know it. Zepeda versus Hughes, March 16th in Vegas. Appreciate you, Dub. IBF eliminated winner gets Loma versus Kambosos winner. Oh, wow. Wow. So I think, man, Zepeda, yeah, Zepeda and I think I ain't trying to count these dudes out, but I'm making my picks. I think Zepeda and Loma is a great fight. I think they both win their fights, and if that's the next fight, they fight each other. Zane, it was good, family. How you feeling? You say Kambosos don't always participate, but he don't lay down. He don't always, you know what I meant to say. He don't lay down, but he don't always he don't always follow the script. You know what I mean? But he gonna get beat up. You know what I mean? He don't lay down, but he gonna get beat up. He gonna try is what I'm saying, bro. All in all, what I'm saying is he gonna try, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think he's gonna get beat up though. I do. Salute to my bro, A1 Hoop Zone, putting that color in the chat, man. Much love and appreciation, bro. Salute to you. How you feeling?
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Zepeda versus Maxie Hughes would be a cool scrap. I'm still got a lot to prove at 135. Yeah, I think Zepeda beat him though. I think Zepeda beats him. I think Loma beats Kambosos, and like Dub said, that's for the winner. I think we'll see Loma and Zepeda. That's a good fight. That's a damn good fight. It's a good scrap. Damn good scrap, man. It's a good fight. Loma gonna tee up on him, man. But him and Zepeda be fun to watch, bro. Loma lost all his one-ups, his extra men. Somehow losing Kambosos. Yeah, his game over for sure. He definitely on that last life. You know what I mean? Frequent for sure. Yeah, my bad. You called me slipping. You called me slipping. You know what I was trying to say. Players mess up. He'd be in there, but he ain't gonna lay down. But you know what I mean? He don't always follow the script either. You know what I mean? So he's gonna try to put together a good fight, but I just don't think it's gonna be enough. You know what I mean? I just think Loma just still better than him at this point. Definitely just more talented. You know what I mean? Smarter fighter. You know what I mean? I think he got more layers to his game. Kambosos is a scrappy dude, so he could make it entertaining for sure. Like all he gotta do is fight back. You get what I'm saying? But maybe he catch Loma slipping a little bit and make it a tough fight for him, how JAMAINE ORTIZ did, right? That's possible. It's always possible, but I just think it's unlikely. I think this fight was picked carefully for Loma. I think if he had his option, like I said, Shakur and Kambosos, of course, you can go with Kambosos. Get yourself back on the winning side. You know what I mean? You just took a tough fight with Devin Haney. You figure you go get you a get back fight, so to speak. You know what I mean? And Kambosos has fought at the level. He's been in there with T.O. and obviously Devin Haney twice. You know what I mean? He's fought at the championship level, but you know what I mean? It's gonna be what it's gonna be, but I don't see him beating Loma. I think he can get his ass beat. Loma might be a catch-22. He said, what's good with it, Ray? He said, because they yanked the core fight to later use him for the contracted core. I was thinking that too. I was thinking that that's what they're going to do to try to potentially lure him back to top rank. You know what I mean? The Loma fight. But I don't know. I just hope, man, that, whatever fight that he has on, that last fight on top rank, he go out there and do his thing. Look how he's supposed to look and then weigh his options, man. You know what I mean? Weigh his options, put himself in position where they can't stop him from getting these big fights, if that's even possible. And again, you want to be with somebody that fully got your best interest and I want to see you in the biggest and best fights possible. Not somebody that's going to stop you from being great. You know what I mean? Just let you be great. The stars align for Kambosos like they did for Bud and Spencer. You think Kambosos gets a tank fight? Whew. That'd be crazy. Man, frequent, man, that'd be crazy. That's something I ain't never even considered. And they're line, man, and he win that fight against Loma. Shit, do we get a tank fight? I don't know. I don't see it. You know what I mean? I don't see it. I know some people might say I don't see Tank fighting Kambosos. I just feel like he ain't nowhere on their radar, even with a win. Who knows if maybe a win changes something if he actually beats Lomachenko, but I don't see them in the ring. I don't. Amazon debut 3:30. Okay, March, right? I heard something about March too. Aisha for that one. And definitely trying to use Loma as the leverage for Shakur. I was thinking, bro, and I hate to try to come up with these theories, but it just seems like something that's likely. And if you see just the way it materialized, like it was no real pressure on him after he said he was cool on Shakur, he was gonna take some time off, and then the next thing you know, you heard him and Kambosos. Like, you know what I mean? It just seemed like it could work out that way. And the fact that, how Dub is saying Zepeda and Hughes is going to fight, and the winner of them get the winner of Loma and Kambosos, assuming that's going to be Loma. Like, that's an additional fight for Lomachenko already. That's not meaning Shakur, and that gives Shakur an opportunity to fight, that last fight on the contract and then not be a Lomachenko, right? So say hypothetically he get a Emmanuel Navarrete and Loma win his fight, Zepeda win his fight, and they fight. Now you possibly try to line them two up, the winner is Zepeda and Loma for you. But that's going to be the, that little carrot that he dangle in front of him, I think, to try to get him back over there. That's just something that I think, you know what I mean? Hopefully he sees that play too, and he makes the best move for his career, man. That's all I really want to see. You know what I mean? If you can stay put and get the fights that you need, then go ahead and do you. But if you need to go elsewhere, don't count that out. Like, one thing I do like, that he say he gonna weigh his options, and I hope he do that thoroughly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Comb through that with a fine tooth comb, bro. You know what I mean? Pick through, you know what I mean? Take your time with that one. Take your time. Salute to my guy. He wants Shakur on top rank. Even if he lose to Navarrete in his next fight, they both dogs. But I don't see Shakur losing, to be honest, unless that knockout artist, WBA 130, 140, everyone shake something up on the PBC. Yeah, man. I think him and Navarrete would be a fun fight to watch for the people. You know what I mean? It'd be an interesting fight to watch. I know a lot of people feel like it's not that good of a fight, but I'm not here to shit on fights. I think it's a solid fight. And again, you got to consider his situation and the fact that he'd be on his last fight on the contract. What is Bob Arum likely to do? You know what I mean? More than likely an in-house fight, right? And of course, it ain't going to be a Lomachenko, so he could always have that in his back pocket if he need to, you know what I mean, have something to lure him back over there or to re-sign. Amazon PBC press release said their first event would be March 2024. So I just see the rollout. Me too, man. I want to see what they got, because I know a lot of people waiting to see what it's going to be. A lot of people already saying that it ain't enough dates and they don't got enough, they ain't released enough dates, and it don't seem like they got enough spots for everybody to fight. And, people already, guessing that these fighters are going to find themselves being inactive and not being able to fight because of the lack of dates. So I just say I gotta let it roll out. No, I got you. I got you. He said, get someone who's interested and you're not my type. Salute to Get the Smoke. What's good with it, bro? Said that my brother tell me he be saying Tank bigger than the belts, and I'm like, damn. Nah, the thing is, if I could kind of add any, understanding, any level of understanding to that is, if you just look at the career of Tank Davis, he's been able to be thoroughly successful without having to chase belts. You get what I'm saying? And I think he's shown another way to be able to be successful. And I think it's a way that some people respect, a lot of people respect, some people shit on it, but I think that's what it is. And I think to some degree, all fighters should be bigger than belts. I think the quality of fighter that the belt is attached to gives the belt validity, not the other way around. I know people feel like, the title make the man, but nah, not all champions are created equal. So, you know what I mean? I think in certain situations where, like Tank in particular, he's just found a way to be able to facilitate his career and be thoroughly successful without the need of any belts. So that's why I think when people say he's bigger than the belts, that's why they say that, because he's shown you that his fight is going to be a big fight. It's going to be an event with or without a belt. It's so real that he don't even have to necessarily have the absolute biggest name in there. He's able to do well. And then some people, they don't like that. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. He's shown the ability to be bigger than some belts. You know what I'm saying? And I think some people don't like it. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it is not right to the most accomplished guy. Yeah, they have available besides Loma. So I get it. I prefer Muay Thai. He spoke about that too, Zane. If he was speaking about it on Twitch. You know what I mean? I caught a little bit you know, talking to some of the people on Twitch, and they asked him about Raymond Muay Thai, and he was like, you know, that's a good fight. He wouldn't mind fighting him either. He said he thought, you know, after he fought you know, Nakatila, you know, somebody he went 12 rounds with, and he went out there and stopped him. He thought, you know, maybe he'd called him out, or, you know, something like that. But he said that'd be a good fight. That'd be a fight. He with it. He aware of Muay Thai. He think he's a good fighter. He say he'll fight him. I definitely like that fight for him. But, you know, it is a little surprising to me that, you know, I thought Muay Thai would call him out after he sparked Nakatila the way he did. But I think he said something about Haney or something like that. I think he called Haney out. But I would like it. Hell yeah, that's a great fight, because Muay Thai is talented. He's well schooled. He's just a well-rounded fighter, man. He can fight. I like him. He got good power. You know what I'm saying? I like him. Cambosa, in case in point, the belt don't. Yeah. You know what I mean? The belt made him. You get what I'm saying? In Cambosa sense. You see how he went diva as soon as he got it? When diva milked his little 5 minutes of fame, you know what I mean? His little 15 minutes of fame, he milked that joint. You know what I'm saying? But he went diva, and then his very next fight, gave them belts right up. Yeah, man. Aisha, I would like it, though. I would like that fight for him, because it's a real challenge. It's an undefeated guy. That's good. He on his way up. You don't got too many more fights than he do. Like, you get what I'm saying? He deserves an opportunity at a meaningful fight. But I'm surprised he ain't called for him himself. You know what I mean? I be liking that. You know what I mean? When sometimes when guys call, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have minded to hear him say that, because I think it would have been a real call out. And the fact that I see him as a real fighter, you know what I mean? I could rock with it. Yeah, he wow. On some Andy Ruiz, yeah. Right. The belts add extra mystique, like the trophy to the Super Bowl, the NBA championship. Right. Listen, like, it's not that they're a bad thing, right? I just think in some cases, depending on who they're attached to, they could be a bad thing. Some people get belts and go diva. You get what I'm saying? And they start acting like they're above boxing. They bigger than boxing now that they got the belts. And some people get the belts and they behave like true champions and continue to call for the smoke and demand meaningful fights. You get what I'm saying? Where some guys, Cambosis, like to milk it and you know what I mean, parade around like they better than what they are. Irvin Max, salute family. Appreciate you stopping through. He said belts are a good accomplishment, but we remember fights, not belts. True indeed. True indeed. That's why I say, man, you know, certain guys are able to put that on display. Like I said before, I mean, I know people might look at it a bit different now, given how Wilder performed against Parker. But prior to that situation, you would have felt like even him and Anthony Joshua fight, Wilder and Joshua fighting with or without a belt, would still be what it is because of the fighters. You know what I mean? So I always feel like the fighters be bigger than the belts. You know what I mean? But I understand, you know, the guys that, you know, use these belts as leverage and different things like that to help market themselves and you know, get bigger fights. I get it. You know what I mean? But again, it's all dependent on the fighter for me, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes some guys get belts and it's like it's the worst thing that could have happened to them. Like the best and worst thing that could have happened to them. It's crazy. What am I looking for? Tank don't need no belt. He's proving as we speak. I mean, yeah, he's found a way to just be successful without belts. And I think, you know, some people just gotta understand it's other ways, man. He showed you another way. Belt sell tickets, sometimes it's like, it might help. It might bring some more, you know, extra attention. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people they classify, you know, championship fights as big fights. If it's a belt on the line, people want to see it. I get it, but I will always feel like this, though. A good fight will always be a good fight. The belt will just always be the icing on the cake for me. You know what I'm saying? But a good fight is going to always be a good fight. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with the belts, but, you know, good fights is good fights. Them belts over their shoulder. That's the first, yeah, for sure. For sure. They do. Claymore Rain in the building. Good to see you in the building, man. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. Show my guy Ray Davis says Skylar in the space. Hey, man, appreciate that, fam. Salute to my guy Ray Davis, man. You just sitting here building a little bit. I wanted to give people a little bit break off the I know the Tank and Haney stuff. I know that stuff be draining the people. I tried to lay off of that today, you know. Skills, Mr. New Orleans in the flesh, my bro. What's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? You see Devin Duck, T.O.? Nah, what happened? Did I miss something? Something happened that I missed? Pardon me, y'all. Something happened that I missed? What I missed, y'all? Where I missed? I know I seen what's his name? T.O. No, not T.O.
TEOFIMO ain't no king of no 140, and he ain't no boogie man. The way he got slapped around by Sandor Martin, and the way he entered to the 140-pound division, you'd ought to be ashamed of yourself saying that he's that number one, that he's the boogeyman. Ain't nobody stepped to the 140-pound division and put on the kind of performance that Devin did.
You heard him. You heard what Bill said. Ain't nobody stepped to the, you know, the 140-pound division. Know what I mean? He said he number one. What happened? Did I miss something? Part twice was good with it, bro. He said Devin a liar, bro. He tweeted receipts that Devin ducked them. Oh, did he? Damn, I missed that. I missed that. Salute to my guy Booger, man. I missed it. I ain't, you know, sometimes I be catching stuff on Twitter. Sometimes I be missing it. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, so is that story true? I think he said something about he contacted him, and you know what I mean? Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. I know I can find it. I know what y'all talking about. I got y'all. We're gonna get to it. Prayer fires. I got y'all as I find this joint. Y'all ain't no good, man.
This punk motherfucker throwing shit at us, man.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? Thanks for the bite. What you got on my 40, homie?
I thought you had $200.
I do. But I won't spend Red's money. I'm broke.
We try to make the Devin Haney fight. I contact.
Oh, my bad, y'all. Yeah, I'm broke. I'm broke. That's gonna forever be funny. They stupid. So much capping going on. Irvin said it's a lot of capping. All right, this is what T.O. was saying.
The executive, we try to make the Devin Haney fight. I contacted him. I got his number through a source. And what happened? Like, he said no, he's his own boss and everything, that he don't want to talk to me. But I'm like, wait, bro, but that's how Crawford is fed. Yeah, he was like, you ain't the boss. I ain't gonna be talking to you because you're not your boss. Your boss is the Bob father. And I'm like, bro,
Even Spence is not the boss. He actually gets his advisors who is Al Heyman to help him with all this stuff. And yet, Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, they both talked on the phone and made the fight happen. Not only that, I screenshotted from LinkedIn, because I have LinkedIn, and I screenshotted Joe Fisher, who is the executive in Madison Square Garden, and Sal in a group chat and talking about, hey, I'm trying to get, I told Devin Haney, hey, listen, this is a screenshot. This is what they told me. If I get this fight with you, they'll put us and host us in Las Vegas and open up for Madison Square Garden Sphere. The Sphere. And me and Devin Haney face each other at the Madison Square Garden Sphere.
That's what he said, man. That's what T.O. said. So I think that's that situation that y'all talking about. He must have uploaded what he was talking about, you know, maybe the conversation, I'm assuming, of you know, him offering a fight to Devin Haney or whatever the case. It's, hey, man, it is what it is, right? He put it out there. Young T.O. said he don't want to fight, man. But I don't know, man. I just know 140 ain't safe for nobody. I know all these dudes got tough challenges at 140. I don't want to see them play cat and mouse with each other. I really want to see who want to be the best up there, man, because you got a lot of talent there. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of talent there, man. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't make too much. I hate the duck word, right? But y'all show me something, man. You got Jermaine Ortiz, right? Let's see where you go after that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I want to see all these dudes at 140 mix it up, though. Turn down the fight for Super Bowl weekend. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, right? Justin Black from the waist down. Yeah, he tripped out with that frequent. I ain't like that. I still think Dev need to sock him out for that. You know what I'm saying? I think Dev still need to sock him out for that, man. Till he's in the mental hospital, something off with good buddy. He just be chatting. TOs are ready for that. Now I think that'd be a hell of a fight for them too. But I just don't get the vibe that he be wanting to fight him. I say this all the time, like when it pertains to him and Dev fighting, I don't be thinking he really, I don't know. It's like he rather somebody else do it. So he ain't got to. You get what I'm saying? He rather somebody else do it. Like, remember that clip, man? Do I still got it in here? Remember this? This was before Regis fought him.
Regis, if he's listening right now, you gotta bully him, bro. If he's pillow hands, take the shots, whatever. You don't put your head down, let him hit you on the top of the dome, break his head. Real shit like that. Smart, dirty tactics is gonna win that fight with him. But if he doesn't do that, Haney is already scripted to win the fight. It makes him look good. He's the next dream in the American dream, the hope for America. And it's not even about hate. It's just you gotta see it as what it is. Look what happened with Lomachenko, look what happened and all that. So with that being said, Regis, you're the underdog, despite you being the champion. So don't think that you're going to do something because you've been in the game and been at that weight. Remember, you've been at that weight since 2018, and you had a hard time making that weight back then. So what I'm saying for you to beat this kid and get him out of the curve, or unless I got to take it and do it again, because you can't do it, take him out, bro, so we can make a good fight. Because Haney don't want to do it.
They was gassing him up. So you see, I play that for a reason because you hear what he's saying. Like, he's the dream, the American dream. It's scripted for him to win. How the hell is it scripted for him to win, bro? The hope for America, like you hear him? No funny stuff. It just seems like he'd rather somebody else beat him so he don't got to deal with him. That's what it comes off. And then when you project things, like when you say it ain't hate, nobody said it was hate. When you project that type of stuff, you thinking that in your own head, you know that this come off as a little bit like you hating. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to put it on you, but it just comes across as you rather somebody else beat him so you ain't got to deal with him. You get what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure if he was to lose, that's the first thing you would say. See, I told you he wasn't this and that. I don't got to fight him. Like, that's what I get. I get those vibes. I don't think he's scared of him or nothing, but it's just a part of me almost feel like he too good to fight him or something. Like, he don't got to prove that he better than him. But I would like to see them fight, though. Yo, I'm telling you, Aisha, he the only one getting the script. T.O. the only one that be getting the script, y'all. T.O. said the boy's contract, though, we can't deny. Listen, hey, he did post his receipts, though. He did. So he just had a fight in December. That wouldn't be Super Bowl weekend. I mean, I don't know if he had I don't know if he would have long enough time, though. He said it wrong, but he wasn't lying. Give Matisse and Antoine, all these dudes. Right, Bole, sick them. Sick the dogs on him. Said T was drinking again. So he terrified. The black Muslim kid. T.O. be coming off as like he mad at Dev, though. I ain't gonna lie. But look, all the little, you know, banter and back and forth aside, them dudes that make a good fight. I think that's a 50-50 matchup. For real, I do. You know what I mean? That'd be a hell of a fight, bro. It'd be a real chess match between them two. I could see it being a real good fight. I don't think nobody walk through the other one. I don't think it'd be no blowout in that fight. I think it'd be real competitive, bro. I think it really would. I want to see it though, man. I'm telling you, that's one fight at 140 I want to see. Because T.O. talks so much about Dev that it makes me want to see the fight. I got to see how confident you are when you get in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Because you will talk crazy when them cameras come on, but I just want to see you fight him. So it's one more than one T.O. He said, like I said, like when people said it was 2 Trumps and one wears a red tie, the other wears a blue one. It's like it's 5 T.O.s. T.O. got about 5. There's 5 of them out there. T.O. said he offered to fight when Devin and Regis negotiations were failing. He offered to fight with him instead of Regis. I get it. I don't know if I really want to call it a duck though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big on that. I feel like he had his sights set on Regis for real. I do. And I think that's all he did was go through with it. I think the timing possibly, and that's just me being fair, right? I think the timing in which maybe he was offered to fight could have impacted his decision to move the way he moved, like especially if it was around the time that he already had something kind of going on with Regis. You get what I'm saying? Like they was kind of locked in. So I can get it to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Like Cambosis beat him, disgusted, being too emotional, bro. Frequent. Till gonna whoop that boy. It'd be a damn good fight. It's a tough fight for both of them. I do think so. I'm trying to see humor in a lot of these situations. About you got to IB. That's how you enjoy it, bro. You know what I mean? It's always entertainment. It's supposed to be fun. I always try to encourage people to enjoy the boxing, man, and not be annoyed by it. I enjoy it. Like I like that little back and forth talk your trash, man, but stand on business too, though. You know what I'm saying? Stand on business. Show me that you really want to fight this dude. He lost to Cambo, but look how he did Loma. Yeah, true. He did rebound. And again, it's T.O. It'd be the fights that you feel like he's supposed to go in there and just win that he'll have a you know, shaky performance in. But the ones that, you know, where you feel like people gonna test him, them be the ones where he shine. Like in his biggest fights, you gotta think his biggest 2 fights, he won them. It would have been a better fight. It'd have been fun to watch for sure, though. History has shown the big fight. No one else remember what belt they fought for sure. You always remember that action and the two competitors for sure. And Pride, you definitely do. Rude exposure in the building was good. He said T.O. got brain damage. I think he just a little loose-lipped. You know what I mean? New fat boy was good with the fame. He said T.O. talking good, but I think he know Devin will win. I think he know that it'll be a tough fight for him, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I do think he's confident in himself. I do. I think through all the chaos and the you know, the erratic things that he'll shoot out his mouth, I do think he believes in himself. I do think he can win that fight, but nobody's gonna convince me that he don't think it's gonna be a tough fight. He could say what he want. Like again, I got another clip where he was saying Dev is like an amateur, like all this different stuff. Like he went on this podcast and he said this stuff. Like this just make me want to see the fight more, especially when you speak like this. So I do think he a bit confident. He got to be talking like this.
You don't think Haney wants to fight you because of the money, because of you, because he knows you get knocked out, or what? Like, what is it?
He just, you know, he's big guy, big tough guy. Then so be it. But like, show it. You know, Devin Haney beat his butt. You know, like he sucks for real. Trash. Loma said it too. Lomachenko said it.
Trash.
Terrible.
Hey, he said trash.
Like amateur.
Garbo.
He still fights.
To you or in
he
general?
still fights like an amateur. There's a different IQ. It's a different level when you go there. And the thing is that he's man-made. He's been helped to get there, but he doesn't have it to sustain it and stay there.
You see, and that's this is you just got countless of those type of clips where he'll talk a certain way about him. But I say this all the time. I would just like to see him fight him. If you feel that way about him, you gotta want to fight somebody that you feel that way about. You said the man trash. You say you fight like an amateur still. So it's a different level with you. Like you say if he this big tough guy, will show it. Then I don't think he no big tough guys like you talking like that. Fight him. That's all I'm saying. Fight him, T.O. That's why I say T.O. He'll unload on him. He'll go in on him. But do you want to fight him? That'd be the only question. But then again, look, he did offer a fight, right? We got to at least acknowledge that. But just trying to be fair to the situation, I will say the fact that he had something kind of already, you know, brewing with Regis, so to speak. Like I can understand him not abandoning shit and fighting you. You get what I'm saying? Because I think that's a fight that, you know, man, that's a big fight, man. That's a big fight, I think, bro. Different networks, but I would love to see Gary Antoine versus TO2. Hell yeah. Somebody got to fight Gary Antoine. Somebody got to give him some rep. So Loma lost that fight from inactivity. When Loma stepped on the gas, Till looked really uncomfortable. He took that 12 round off as usual. Yep, and it cost him frequent. It did. Said, damn, T.O. Yeah, T.O. be talking spicy, bro. T.O. be talking spicy. Say T.O. sounds like he discovered a new drug. T.O. be talking crazy, boy. Don't forget Devin tried to fight Barboza first for T.O.'s belt. Did he? Oh, and then T.O. came out. T.O. said he was coming out of retirement or something like that. When he fake retired for like 20 minutes. Man, retired for 2 hours. And T.O. be shot out. T.O. retired for 2 hours and came back. Oh man, T.O. could have fought Devin at 135. I feel that. My thing is it's crazy how things work themselves out and they found themselves right back in the same weight class with each other. So even though they possibly could have fought back then for whatever reason they didn't, right? But I think that fight is still on the table now that they're at the same weight class. I don't see no reason why it can't happen. As long as Devin is there, as long as T.O. is there, and you gotta think they both champions respectfully. So why wouldn't you want to see a fight like that? Who wouldn't want to see it? T.O. retired, and when he heard Haney was gonna fight for his belt, he said he coming back, right? I'm telling you, cuzzo, he shot out. T.O. is shot out, bro. I'm telling you. That's a funny dude, bro. He's a funny guy, man. But he got business. He got business with Jamaine Ortiz. Matter of fact, speaking of T.O., because you know he got his fight coming up with Jamaine Ortiz talking spicy, man. I think Jamaine Ortiz say he gonna break his nose or something like that. Say he gonna break his big ass nose. Something he said slick. You don't want Haney to win in life. That's what it be sounding like, cuz I hate to say it, put that on him, but that's how he come across. Like he really don't want nothing good for that man. Like he don't want nothing good for him. He'd be like, "Oh, the American dream, the hope of the American people." Like what? Like damn, bro, it's just his nickname, bro. Arislandi Lara name is the American dream, literally. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you get what I'm saying? They call him the American dream, literally, bro. So I just don't know. Say only a fool leave all that money this early. Yeah, T.O. Yeah, he was just throwing the temper tantrum, bro. He was just throwing the temper tantrum. Is all he was doing. He was just throwing the tantrum. A little kicking and screaming, you know, a little kicking and screaming. That's all he was doing. That's all he was doing, bro. Just a little kicking and screaming, bro. So yeah, that was his first impression. Bill should be talking about T.O. daddy. T.O. get mad when you call his dad. Bill should be all on that. He gonna get sensitive. He gonna have him in there emotional as hell fighting Dab. Dab gonna be shooting that jab in his face. He going there emotional against him. He gonna get picked apart. He really would. And Just Haney asked for the WBC for extension to make a decision, and the WBC denied him. As soon as the deadline came and Haney announced the Regis fight, Teo came back talking. Yeah. As soon as he heard, I mean, I think he heard that his belt was gonna get fought for or something like that. You know, he just don't want to see you know, it's like he don't want to see Haney get that spot. You know what I mean? Teo funny as hell, man. But yeah, that's what we saying pretty much. Frequently he came back talking like, you know, out of nowhere, left field. Rolly and Teo be getting that Devin Bill be quiet. Someone please explain this. I don't know why he don't go crazy on them. Teo say he offered to fight the Devin 3 times. Teo said they priced themselves out the first time, didn't show up to a meeting the second time, and the third time. Devin told him he only talks with bosses. Yeah, man. It's just tricky, man. It's just I get it. Because you can't deny that he posted about it, right? But I still don't be looking like at these dudes as ducks for the simple reason that, you know, they know what they be doing. They be having prior obligations and trying to reach out to people. They've told the WC his decision. Yeah. I figured when he waited once Dev made a decision and then came back or something like that. Something along them lines, but I think he just didn't want him to be able to fight for his title too. I mean, that's why he came back like, man, I ain't retired. He ain't stupid. But yeah, man, Teo is a character, man. But he fighting Jamaine Ortiz, man. Real quick, I'm gonna play this real quick from Jamaine Ortiz. Jamaine Ortiz has some things to say, man, about this fight coming up with Teo.
For this opportunity to fight for the junior welterweight title against Teofimo Lopez, my man Jamaine Ortiz. Jamaine, what's going on, man? How's the new weight class feeling?
It's feeling great. You know, I'm excited to compete at 140 for the first time. I knew eventually I would have came up to 140, and for the first fight to be for a world title fight, it's an amazing opportunity, a great feeling, and I'm excited.
You know, you're an East Coast guy. Teo up and down the coast a little bit, Florida, New York. So how far back does this go? When's the first time you came across Teofimo Lopez?
It was in the National Golden Gloves finals in 2015. That was the first time I came across him.
Yeah, and you guys, what was your impression of
him? That he had a big nose. First time I seen him. Had a big nose. I was like, I'm gonna pop that nose. I'm gonna break that big ass nose.
So he had to face you.
That he had a big nose. First time I seen him. Had a big nose. I was like, I'm gonna pop that nose. I'm gonna break that big ass nose.
So he had a face you immediately wanted to punch?
Yeah.
Got it.
Sean instigating.
Big ass nose.
Sean instigating. He said, so he had a face that you just wanted to immediately punch. Listen to him.
So he had a face you immediately wanted to punch?
Yeah.
Got it. What do you remember about that amateur fight? I looked it up before the interview. I saw he got a points win, 3-round amateur fight. What do you remember from
that? I remember it was a competitive fight, back and forth. And yeah, that's all I remember from the fight.
Is there anything you could pull from that experience that's gonna help you heading into this fight?
Got a flower pot on his face.
I don't think so. That was a long time ago. We both have grown, matured, bigger bodies.
Teo nose is really this emoji right here. His joint like that. I ain't no lie. No.
Obviously, amateur is different from professional. 3 rounds to 12. So.
Did you know in your mind, I'm gonna see this guy again down the road in my career?
Coming up in the professional ranks when the Olympics was over and everybody from like my year was turning professional. It was,
Facts,
I imagined everybody that I seen and was facing that last year before I turned professional. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see these guys again in the professional ranks.
Right.
So, a lot's always made about Teofimo, like more, mentally, psychologically, stuff like that, more so than his talent. Do you make anything of it? And are there weaknesses there, things you feel you can exploit in the fight?
Yeah, just, if he's weak-minded, just, take advantage of the opportunity and see where his head at, How easily can he be brought down into a different fight.
What are things, you know, I know you can't like give away game plan. What are things you got to do as a fighter to push him to a point like
that? Little tactics, you know, just pushing buttons here and there.
Who's the
he
who's
do.
the more athletic
Squidward's
fighter?
I promise you.
I think I'm very athletic.
I got a
think
trumpet,
I'm the more athletic
a horn
fighter.
on his face.
Yeah, do you feel like he struggles more with pressure or box? Actually, you know what? I was a little surprised. I had a feeling you might say he was the more athletic fighter, but why do you feel like you are?
I just feel like I'm very athletic. You know, I could do a lot of things that people still haven't been able to see, and I think February 8th people will be able to see that. You know, I think when you have a good opposition and in front of you, great fighters bring the best out of each other. So I think you guys will see the best out of me. You guys will see all my athleticism on that night.
You know, you fought really well in that Lomachenko fight. He came on strong in the championship rounds. Is that something you learned from, or was it weight that kind of contributed to that? And how do you think you're going to perform down the stretch in this fight?
I thought I'm going to perform really good, great down the stretch. And yeah, those are some things that I took away from that fight. What some championship rounds.
What'd you do to adjust in camp, or what makes you believe?
Yeah, just focus that on camp, you know, adjust training, focused on winning championship rounds.
I'm telling you, don't.
You know, you brought it. Speaking of camp, you know, you brought in Bill Haney. How did that go down? Did you reach out to him, or did Bill reach out to you?
No, we was just in Vegas, and from one brother to another, we just had mutual respect, and he was giving me some tips and advice, and we was in the gym together, just working.
And what was it that you were kind of taken or impressed by his boxing knowledge, and you said, "Yo, let's make this happen. Let's work together"? Or
I'm free with comes to soaking in knowledge from everybody. You know, if somebody got some input, somebody can contribute some way to me, my career, in my game, I'm always gonna listen. And you know, but things between me and Bill are private, I'll say.
Yeah, I got you. From the outside looking in, a thought does cross the mind of like, is Bill doing the art of war here? You know, chess, not checkers. Let me train. Let me befriend Jamaine for this Teo fight so I could get a good look at Teo for my son. Did that thought cross your mind too?
GMC Sierra.
You wonder if he was trying to put on his bedroom voice.
No, because when we was working together and stuff,
sound like he's about to start singing R&B song.
or
leave a voicemail, Kello. He sound like he
wasn't even
one note from leaving a voicemail with a song in the background.
How would that? Well, obviously you believe you're going to win this fight and become, WBO champion of the division. So that would mean the most important fight in the division would be you and his son, Devin Haney. I know you're only right. So how's that sort itself out?
We'll figure it out. I forgot, I don't know how to say it in English, pero las cargas se arreglan en el camino. Things get worked out on the way. I don't know how to really translate that exactly in English, but
cross the bridge when you get there.
Yeah.
Like
what the hell?
All right.
So starting here.
What do you think you're better at than Teo?
I think I'm a better switch hitter. I think I'm better.
Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz can't switch. He can't switch. That is something
I got a better jab.
Pay attention to. Let's see if it worked for him in the fight.
I got better speed.
Better speed, jab.
Like I said, I'm more athletic.
Say more athletic. Teo pretty athletic though.
And I got better movement.
And Teo can move though. I don't know.
So is his advantage only power?
Should be a good fight.
I would say so. Against me, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that would be a big factor for this fight. Me moving up, I feel like I'm going to be the bigger fighter, the stronger fighter.
He say he feel like Teo a bigger puncher than him.
That's what people know Teo for his power, but I don't think for this fight that's going to be a factor.
More so you're saying because Ortiz, you're going to be so strong at the weight, you could withstand the shots when they do land, or he's not going to be landing.
Yeah, I think I think Dub, the most he can do respectfully, like, I think he can make it a good fight. I don't see him beating Tio. You know what I'm saying? I see him he can make it a good fight because he the type of guy that don't lay down, right? And he come to fight. So I can see it being a good fight for him, but I don't think he's gonna win.
That much. Both.
You said Tio clean.
What do you think he struggles more with, boxers or pressure?
Oh yeah, I'm with you, Dub. He ain't look good against Moran to me at all.
I think he struggles more with pressure fighters.
Really?
Yeah.
Again, you throwing me some curve because will school me a little bit, Jermaine, please. Because it looked like Kambosos gave him his most problems being in and out. Nakatani, the tall Japanese guy, just by being real tall. Sandor Martin boxing him on the outside. It looks like when you try to put pressure on him, like Loma or Josh Taylor, he can counter punch well against
beat him. If he knock him out, I'll be impressed.
But again, it's for
Let's
how
see
long
if he's still out there. Gordo that night, right? Gertz is good, my guy. How you feeling,
they come
bro?
forward, but then he ends up walking them back down. He doesn't stay on his back foot for too long.
Yeah.
So have you studied him a lot? Because I know some fighters talk about not watching tape.
I let my team do all the watching. You know, I watch a little bit here and there, but for the most part, my team does all the film studying, and then we work on it in camp, in training.
You know, you're real focused right now as I'm talking to you, but there's little glimpses I see that you could get feisty too. You know, verbally, not just in the ring. Do you feel like we'll get some fireworks before the fight if he starts popping off?
Yeah, if somebody's popping off at me, I'm gonna pop off back.
I like that. I like Jermaine.
I'm not gonna bark back.
Talk to him, man.
So, other people gonna see that. People already know that, and just beware. Just beware.
Beware fight week, Super Bowl week.
Beware fight week. Just
Super Bowl week.
Don't get on my bad side. Don't get on my bad side.
Man said, "Don't get on his bad side."
Would you fight better if he gets on your bad side? So. Is it good for you if he gets on your bad side?
Look at Sean.
We'll see. Could be dangerous. Could be dangerous for him.
Kind of amazing on a little film.
All right. Well, I am looking forward to the fight now that much more. After talking to you, you sound ready to go and focused in good shape, man.
Salute the fight.
If there's anything else you want to say,
always doing great work, man. Look, I'm looking forward to this fight. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think it's gonna be an entertaining fight, but like I said, I think it's one that Tio gonna win. He feel like he more athletic than Tio. Feel like he got a better jab. Feel like he faster. He gonna have to show me that stuff. Tio got some really good speed, man. Definitely got some good power. He could box. When he focused, he locked in. Jermaine Ortiz, he did mention that he better switch hitter. He can switch. That is something I noticed, but I don't know if that's gonna be a deciding factor. Like, he feel like Tio power is not gonna be a big factor in this fight. Let's see if your ability to switch hit is going to be a factor in this fight. You get what I'm saying? I think, like I said, Jermaine Ortiz always going there and scrap. But I just think when it's time for him to get over that hump, I think that's just where he falls short at. And I think at this level is really where the toughest challenges lie for him, man. We seen it with Loma. Like, he raised his level on the night. He looked real good. And he faded out down the stretch. Do we run the risk of, the same thing happening against Tio? It's possible, especially if he start too fast, because he started extremely well, but kind of fast against Loma. And I think that helped him burn out. And the fact that was his first 12-rounder, on top of the fact that he started, not only well, but kind of fast. And I think that kind of, he hit a wall in the back end of the fight. And Loma was able to push through and, close stronger than him. He came on stronger. He definitely finished strong, and he was able to, snatch that win from Ortiz. Let's see if he learned from that Loma fight, from the Moran fight, where like Dub just mentioned, he didn't look too good in that fight. So he can't afford that kind of performance against Tio. If he do, I think he'll get his ass whooped, simply because I think Tio is focused. I think Tio will be focused for this fight. If he makes me wrong, like he made me, I was wrong about him the last time. I thought Josh Taylor was going to beat him. So now I'm picking him undoubtedly to beat Jermaine Ortiz. If I'm wrong, it's going to be funny. I knew something about Tio. We're going to learn something about Tio February 8th, I believe it is, right? where he fight Jermaine Ortiz. We damn sure gonna learn something, man. Gordo loses, not focused. Jermaine Ortiz shows us that he overrated, man. If he lose, man, I think it's something to be said. That's why I said we're gonna learn something about T.O. A loss, we're gonna have to look at him. We're gonna have to reevaluate Teofimo Lopez as a fighter. He's still who he is, but if he take a L here when I don't expect him to, I mean, again, be tough for him. I can't wait for the T.O. fight. Plus my Bills in the playoffs. Telling y'all, just we in the middle of the history. We appreciate it. It's always the master. Salute to you, bro. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a good fight. And I was doing some reading real quick before we get out of here, and I seen that Danny Garcia had mentioned. Danny Garcia mentioned that something about Teofimo and Terence Crawford being an even fight on paper. And look, I don't know exactly what paper he looking at, but I don't think that's an even fight on paper. I think it's a tremendous, it's a significant experience gap. Really, I don't know. Terence Crawford been through the multiple weight classes. T.O. never been as high as 47. I just see a different level of talent and dog with Terence Crawford, and I think he'd stop a guy like T.O. So I don't see it being an even fight on paper. I could see it being a competitive fight, but I could see T.O. getting his ass beat and stop. You know what I'm saying? I really could. I could see Terence Crawford to touch him up. I think he'd be too long. You know what I mean? And too experienced, man. I think too smart. I think he'd beat him. Take a lap. Told Danny to take a lap. What Danny say? Danny said him and Crawford could fight. That's what he said. Him and Crawford could fight. That's what he said. And I think if Crawford was to fight Danny Garcia, I think that'd be the first time that Danny Garcia could find himself possibly getting stopped. You know what I mean? But he'd take an ass whooping for sure. You know what I mean? Take an ass whooping. Told him to take a lap. Man, I tell you, but yeah, man, I think he'll stop. I think he's just too big, too strong. Just far more experienced and just a different level of a fighter to me. Don't want to see T.O. versus, but hell no. Nah, I don't want to see it because I already know he getting his ass beat. Fight game was good. Oh, said he was long. Oh, yeah. I know I ain't from the pause community. Yeah. I don't think that way. Like when I say somebody long and we talking about sports, y'all know I'm talking about reach. If you think I'm talking about something else, y'all might need to pause where y'all think. I'm not from the pause community. But y'all could get me though, but I ain't from the pause community. So I'll let y'all have that. Y'all fools, but salute to everybody in the building, man. Another good day of boxing, man. Another good boxing build with the family. Much appreciation to everybody. Yeah, Frequent got me. It's all good. Salute to my guys, man. Much love and appreciation. We're going to see what's next. See what was good with it, bro. How you feeling? I like Ortiz if he's focused. Yeah, man, he sound like he ready to go. He sound like he ready to go. He feel like he sound like he confident, like he feel like he can beat T.O. We gonna see. I expect T.O. to win this fight though. Jermaine Ortiz didn't look good in his last fight, like Dub was saying, against Antonio Moran. Moran is not no world beater or no crazy tricky opponent in my opinion. So I don't really know what his reasoning was for struggling. I don't know what his, what that guy, but it was what it was. And T.O. coming off a great performance against Josh Taylor, I think he'll follow that performance up with another good one from when he fight Jermaine Ortiz. I expect him to anyway. If he proved me wrong again, man, that'd be crazy. But we're gonna find out. Yeah, he showed some grit with Moran. Yeah, he bit down a little bit, but he just didn't look as sharp as I think he needed to look. You get what I'm saying? And maybe it was the opponent. You get what I'm saying? Peace to the queen, Miss Joette. Peace, queen. Good to see you. Have a good rest of your night. The Super Series gave Josh a shine, and then he got beat up by Jack. Not that guy, and that's why Till looks so good. He ain't been that guy since then. You know what I mean? Since he beat Jose Ramirez, cause he been struggling. Still would do another Super 6 at 8 tournament at 140. Hell yeah, if 140 needs that. 140 needs that. What's that, Frequent? What's that, bro? Styles make fights though. You should. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna have to see. Till didn't do anything new. It was gonna beat Loma. Say what I said about Josh, because Till was acting Yeah, mental problems, but you're not that guy. Yeah, man, he's just inconsistent. He be inconsistent, so we gonna have to see, like, see if he proved me right or wrong again. Like, if he come out here and have another top level performance, I expect him to though. But if he don't, you know, that'd be crazy. You know what I mean? But we gonna see. You know what I mean? Again, Jermaine Ortiz is the kind of guy, if you don't, oh, you said Matiz. Oh, that's what you stupid, bro. Jermaine Ortiz is the kind of guy, if you not fully focused, then he could slip in there and get you, right? Like I say, he almost got Loma. You know what I mean? Peace to the queen, Aisha. But we'll find out, man. I got Pedraza beating Keyshawn. I got Keyshawn styling on Pedraza. I think he a lot more talented than that guy. You know what I mean? Especially at this point, I think Pedraza is on the slide, and you know, Keyshawn is an improving fighter, silver medalist. He's gonna keep improving, I think, and he got a lot to prove after them taking his last win away. You know what I'm saying? So, the Joker he was with, just that's the Joker, man. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate the family pulling up, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for your bro on the way out. And you know we're going to close the week strong tomorrow, Friday. We're going to build again, man. We're going to see what else is going on in the sport of boxing, man. So with that, man, we're going to get up out of here. Salute to everybody in the building. And peace to the fan.
The really best 140 is here. No Teofimo, pussy. No Ryan, who is Ryan? No Haney, chicken. No Rolling. He's a joker. And the word known. So, what happened? I'm here. Who going to fight with me? Who?
African Americans surround me. How many? 2. 2 plus 3 plus 7 equal altitude of trapezoid divided by equilateral triangle is a hypotenuse of 2x plus 7 equal integral. Okay, bye, Nam. That's right, baby. I wear my band-aid down. Okay.
Just like that. Just like that. Because it's a Joker and one. But much love and appreciation to everybody, man. Salute to the famo. I had to play that. Salute to my guy Fight Game, man. Oh, he has to drop the link. You already know, man. Listen, I'm gonna make sure I drop the link tomorrow for the fam, and we gonna build for sure. For sure, y'all. So with that, man, y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And peace to the fan.